19-0. Number 22, Nick Sakeley. Number 17, Matt Wilson. Number 19, Pat McLean. Number 11, Ryan Christian. Number 7, Matt Benson. Number 21, Matt Leonard. And number 22, Jason Perry. Leading off and playing center field, number 10, Pat Sweezy. Batting second, the left fielder, number 15, Jamie Morin. Playing shortstop, number 12. Batting fourth and pitching this evening, number 18, Keith Potman. Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 9, Seth Heaney. Batting sixth and catching, number 14, Mike Carrigan.
I haven't seen him yet.
Batting seventh, the first baseman, number 16, Tim Warner. Batting eighth, the designated hitter, number 22, Nick Sakeley. And playing second base, number 6, Trev Hall. Batting right, the third baseman, number 5, Pat Turcotte. That boy is Stephen Rich, and the managers are Justine Kincaid and Allison Bissonnette. We ask that all fans please pause for a moment of silence in honor of longtime coaching legend Warren Doan, who passed away this past Thursday. Coach Doan was an educator and coach in Concord for over 30 years. His love for the game of baseball touched many lives in Concord and throughout the state of New Hampshire. He was a fixture here at Memorial Field, and he will be missed.
Grizzlies Field.
Grizzlies being a higher seed are the home team, and they're going to take the field first. Grizzlies looking to capture their third state title in school history.
The first one was in 72.
Lippy DeRocha head coach team. And the last one, of course, was last year,
Right.
2000.
If you think of Friday night's game, you'd know this.
Dick gave me an earful here about missing Friday night's game, but you know, I was away at a clinic, basketball clinic, trying to upgrade myself as a coach. So I think it's a valid excuse, but I don't know.
Trying to better yourself. I don't know. It might reflect in your paycheck whether it was valid or not.
I don't think it will make a big difference in that paycheck.
We'll see at the end of basketball season.
Wow. Giving me an earful over here, Jay. Help me out.
Hey, you're not going to get any help here. My back is killing me in that game at Summersworth. Oh,
Carried you.
throat's still sore, I think.
So you're saying you carried me then, right? You carried the
I
crew.
was talking too much. I'll tell you though, I've been on the go here. As, you know, baseball, more baseball. I came back from Camden Yards to see a ball game.
Jealous. I'm jealous.
Against Montreal.
How'd they do?
They came away with a loss.
Lost.
They lost to Montreal. It's a good game. Beautiful park if you've never been down there.
I have not. I aim to get there though.
Powell ribs.
Oh, did you?
Filled myself up.
So that diet that you're on left you for a night?
What's that?
Your diet just kind of went away for a night? Or?
Well, Boog said Boog was there, and he said they were fat-free.
So you had extra?
He said if you have 2 racks, then that's where you start to have a couple calories. So 1 rack, you're okay.
And Boog should know.
Exactly. I applied to the Boog science of dieting. Boog Powell, for those of you who don't know, longtime Orioles.
First baseman. Back in the heyday with Brooks Robinson, Frank.
Actually, the first major leaguer I remember seeing. Dad took us to Fenway. Going in and seeing his big locks of hair with his big first baseman. All right, so we're going to get underway here.
Here we go. Lights are on already. Ball one.
Popping a mitt right there, though.
Yeah, you could hear that one up here. We're going to be competing with the Monadnock fans who are just below us right here. Well, the Huskies off to a quick start.
Batting the shortstop, number 10, Andrew Lippincott.
Oh, we meant.
Solid hit up the middle.
Yeah.
First hit of the game.
I don't know if we mentioned I don't know if you mentioned the Huskies are coming in with one loss, so it's not like, third rank coming in with 4 losses or something. Only one loss.
Next batter is Andrew Lippincott. Shortstop.
So what do you think? Monadnock being aggressive, looking to steal right away, conservative, or?
I think definitely. I don't think you want to try to play with Goffstown as far as you want to get as many runs as you can, as quick as you can, and try to dig a hole for Goffstown. Many coaches in the paper say Goffstown is a team you got to get up on early. Be wild, be wild. 1-1's the count on Lippincott.
Great night for a ball game, obviously.
Gorgeous.
Jeez. It's gorgeous, too.
That too?
That, too.
Yeah, Putnam, the senior lefty, I was just going to say, he's going to show his move off pretty soon going over. Jamie Moore had a couple of Summersworth runners on their toes, and they did end up kicking off more.
That doesn't surprise me at all. He had 2 against Oyster River, and
Right away, Monadnock looking to move the runner to second. So Lippincott squares around for the sacrifice, but it's fouled away. Both schools well represented in the crowd, although Goffstown crowd definitely a little thicker on their side. More maroon and white.
no, we don't mind that at all.
Lippincott hanging tough. Fouls back at him.
I must say your enunciation of last names have gotten a lot better since you first started broadcasting here in Grizzly. I remember Steve Lavapicello or something like.
I had him down. When he graduated. The V was silent.
This V was silent.
That's what threw me.
We got a 2-2 count. Runner on first. Monadnock running, no outs. Top of the first inning.
2001 Class I final.
Hanging tough.
Lippincott wasting a lot of good pitches by Keith Podman. And even though Podman pitching on 4 days rest, he did have 2 weeks off, I believe, since the last game he threw. So I don't think he's going to be too tired, man. He went the distance. He pitched in every game in last year's tournament.
Right.
He was a workhorse.
I was just going to mention, as far as experience, you got the person that led you to a championship last year, and he's towing the rubber this year. So that's got to bode well for the Grizzlies coming in.
The guy who you wanted him out, he's got a lot of American Legion games under his back.
Wow, great catch by Mr. Hall, a Goffstown resident. And that wasn't off your nose. That was a basket catch right there.
Souvenir, Mr. Hall. Mike Kerrigan had a tough time finding that one. I thought that was going to hit him off the head for a second.
Ooh, boy, that looked good. That looked very good.
Keith Potman wanted that one, boy.
He doesn't make the stare at the home umpire often, but he tore him down there.
Boy, oh boy.
Stared him down. Jay, did you bring any extra baseballs with you? Because he's fouled off a lot right now.
Boy, I should have brought some Camden yards. He's making Potman work right here. Credit Lippincott, he's making Potman throw a lot of pitches here. Kerrigan and Potman getting together probably on what they want to do with this guy.
Well, he's hitting everything that Pot's been throwing.
Hey, that slow breaking ball he threw. Boy, I wonder where that one was. That's pretty good to me. Potman throws to Timmy Moran as a token, trying to keep the runner close there. Timmy Moran played an excellent defensive ball game against Summersworth. Yeah!
Got him on the outside corner. Patience pays off for Keith at that bat.
Potman threw right where Kerrigan was set up, right on the outside corner.
Batting the pitcher number 23, Ryan Duplessis.
Well, as you mentioned, regarding Tim's glove, he's an outstanding first baseman as far as defensive work over there.
Ryan Duplessis, the pitcher. Off the Monadnock coach can't handle it.
Maybe that's a good sign to come as far as the Monadnock field is.
Head coach Gary Rulo. Monadnock Huskies.
Wind not a factor as previous games. No wind at all.
Duplessis out in front. They're going to try to turn two. Yeah.
Got him!
Grizzlies!
Great turn.
Oh, the stellar turn from Turcotte. Turcotte to Hall to Moran.
Great pickup by Timmy Moran there. We just mentioned his glove, and he dug that one out of the dirt. It just helps so much to have a defensive first baseman over there, such as Timmy Moran.
5-4-3 for those of you scoring at home. Monadnock picks up no runs, one hit, no Grizzly errors, and no men left on base.
Talking to the assistant coaches before the game, kind of mentioning that Jason was a bit nervous for tonight's game. Yeah.
He's got a tournament under or a championship under his
Right.
belt. You might be able to talk about that a little bit going into championship games. What's the thought and what's
Well,
get ready prepared?
Well, I think you got to make sure the number one thing is the players don't think too much. You give them, certain duties, certain scouting reports, and the key is they go over the scouting reports. And anytime they start feeling nervous and thinking about that, hit your scouting report. And sometimes as an athlete you can overthink. And after all, it is just a game. You've played it, since you were little, and you just got to do the things that got you there. And
T-ball, right?
right, and that's swinging at the tee. And as a coach, you can't overcoach in a certain situation because your players are tight. So you kind of want to keep them as loose as possible.
I know usually you get together for a shoot around
Right.
prior to your big games. Did they do any preparation?
I honestly don't know. I'm sure, knowing Coach Parent, they must have did something, whether it was a little batting practice before this game or something. And comparing the situation as far as us when we had a chance to repeat, I think it's a little different situation. This Grizzly baseball team going in was supposed to win it all again, and I think after we won it our first year, I think a lot of people thought maybe tournament and stuff like that. So the pressure really wasn't on us to repeat going into the season.
Yeah, this team definitely was a favorite coming in. Number 10, Pat Sweezy, the senior center fielder, is going to lead things off for the Grizzlies.
Strike one, outside corner. Ooh, good curveball. Sweezy down 0-2 quickly.
Sweezy did get a key infield single in that Summersworth game last night. He's down in the count right now, 1-2.
2-2.
I don't know much about this guy Duplessis who's pitching for the Huskies other than he's a junior.
Talking to Matt Benson, I asked if it was the ace, and he said their 1 and 2 are very comparable.
Just off the outside corner there, tough pitch to look at. The senior knows what he's doing when he's digging in.
Oh, I think he's got Doc Michaud contacts in, so.
Easy pops one up to the second baseman. Pops up to the 80.
Now batting the left fielder, number 15, Jamie Morin.
Hey, nobody can believe this kid's a freshman. He's swinging the bat very well. And the poise he showed on the mound the other night was unbelievable.
We talked about it before as far as being a natural athlete, and Jamie's that. And it's not like he doesn't work for it. He's a very dedicated athlete.
Did he play any basketball?
Yeah, he played. Actually, he did. He played. He started on freshman. He was brought up to JV. So, and just a quality kid. Very, very nice kid. As his brother Tim is. I'm sure it'll be a special feeling as far as brothers winning a championship. They'll remember that forever.
Great back, heads up. You gotta learn from the Eric Emmerling school of
Jeez.
foul balls coming
I
at
tell you, I was flinching, and Disney Dick Gagnon here didn't do anything.
It happened at Gill Stadium up in Boston.
Did it?
Came at us, and Eric didn't move. Didn't bust a move. Warren looks at another ball, and its count is full, 3-2. Warren playing left field tonight for the Grizzlies. And Monadnock coming in the third seeded team. Coming into the tournament, they were 13-1.
Ooh, wow.
Warren looks at ball.
Ah.
Boy, that was a little tight.
There's been three.
Unless he gets the ball.
There've been three pitches right now. Keith had one, and Monadnock pitches had two. That has been very close. So, it's tough to read the ump so far. A little inconsistent. But we're not going to argue with that right now. We got a base runner on.
So player of the year in Class I, Eddie Cool.
I did not know that.
He's going to be up to bat. Those came out this morning
Wow.
in the Sunday newspaper. So congratulations to Eddie
Yeah,
Cool.
that's fantastic.
That says something. We'll get to the rest of the players who were mentioned on the first and second team as the Class I all selection teams came out. Senior 4-year starter for the Grizzlies at shortstop. Nubs went to the pitcher. They look to get two, but can't. Duplessis goes to first to retire Cole.
So we got 2 outs with Jamie Morin on second in the bottom of the first inning.
Batting the pitcher, number 18, Keith Potman.
Often like to have one right here. He's due for a hit. He's kind of struggled a little bit with the bat. That's something we talked with Coach Barron about. Is hopefully the bat can come through here at some point. Even though they've been winning, they haven't been winning like they have during the regular season, putting up the numbers that they were during the regular season.
Well, as you know, I mean, obviously Keith isn't just a pitcher. He's can do a lot of things with his bat, and hopefully that'll come out tonight.
Some big numbers last year, that's for sure. He's batting 380 this year. They have 2 outs here in the home half of the first inning. It's a slow curve. Ball 2. 2-0. So Klopman up in the count.
Husky outfield playing straight away.
Hey, that flag's not moving.
No, there is no wind.
shortstop.
Great play by the Huskies shortstop there.
Good play by Lippincott as that one was hit so hard it kind of knocked him down, but he recovered. Good piece by Potman. He just hit it right at him.
Right at him.
A little more to the left or the right, and he had a base hit.
Base hit, bringing Jamie Moore around.
So the Grizzlies come up with no runs and no hits, no Monadnock errors, and one man left on base. So at the end of one, still 0-0. So yeah, if you're wondering at home, I didn't go to Camden Yards to call the game. Actually, they were all set there. I just went to watch it.
Did you ask? Did you go up to the press box at all? Or?
They did see me walk through the gate. I tried to keep a low profile, and I had down, but John Miller down there caught me. He said, "Want to do the game with me?" But I was with my buddy Todd.
I don't doubt that at all.
Really?
I'm-
I got some swampland to tell you, man.
A lot of alumni back here at Goffstown. Some of the players who played last year's championship team wearing their uniform, their hats. I don't know how they got their uniform. I'm supposed to turn that in, but I think I see Nancy West up right now, and I think she's going right after him.
Third baseman number 19, Sean Keskey.
So Sean Keskey, the third baseman, is going to lead things off for the Monadnock Huskies in the top of the second.
So the first inning, both teams have obviously the first inning under their belt, and
Monadnock beat Pembroke 5-4 to get here.
ooh, we got a quick rain shower here, Jay. Where did this come from?
It's just a little sun shower.
Jeez. Unexpected. Well, they say if it rains on your wedding, it's good luck, so maybe that will happen.
I think if it rains on our wedding date, there's going to be somebody that's going to be there. I'll be disappointed, but not as unhappy as my other half.
So, actually, he struck out. Struck out swinging. It kind of was in the dirt, and Kerrigan had to make a throw down the first to make sure he was out.
What an interesting rainfall we got going on here. I'll tell you, the clouds don't look dark, but big cut by Clark, the first baseman, Seth Clark, the junior, and it's 2-1. You see a couple umbrellas. Credit those people who work
Fouled
there.
off.
Wow.
Those are true baseball fans right there.
That's New England, you know, if you don't like the weather, wait a minute, it'll change. We got a full count now. And he strikes out, swings and misses. Second strikeout of the inning for Potman, third of the game.
Now batting the left fielder number 5,
This is unbelievable, this rainstorm here. It is pouring out right now.
Hogs. We got a rainbow
It is
out in
pouring
left
out.
field. Unbelievable. You think you're going to have a gorgeous night for a game.
I mean, the field is full of sunshine.
Cox swings and misses. So quickly he's down in the count 0-2. Justin Cox, the left fielder. Mott been hoping to strike out the side here. He's got the first two men on strikeout. The big senior bears down with a high fastball. I tell you, it's gonna blow over here. Clouds around here look pretty.
Right up the middle. Might have a play. Wow. That's a great play by Trevor Hall right there. Even to come up with that and make it a close play. Keith a little disgusted with himself. Thought he should have came up with the ball.
A hot shot right back. I mean, he was almost lucky to get a glove on that. Kind of slow it up.
Now batting the right fielder, number 31, Justin Frazier.
Hall had to make a long, strong throw across his body, which is a tough play on a slow roller like that. Your pitcher knocked it down. Still 2 outs, man on first.
Yeah, I think Keith did come up with a part of that ball to kind of slow it down. So,
Justin Frazier, the right fielder.
no, the rain seems to be lightening up a little here.
Number 7 batter. Frazier takes a cut and fouls one back. Gonna go through even more balls tonight.
Jeez.
The weather, like I said, the rain is looks to be stopped as soon as it started. Just a couple sprinkles left.
That is a beautiful rainbow right. There's 2 if you look closely right there.
Oh yeah. Ooh, slow curve, bit the outside corner. Once again, Potvin doing a great job of throwing right to the mitt where Kerrigan is set up. Ooh. Another close pitch, 1-2. Got a boisterous.
Boisterous Monadnock. Oh, boy. The Huskies are growling. Barking, I should say. Fouled off.
Frazier did just barely get a piece of that, and that was strike 3.
The Grizzlies growl, the Huskies bark.
Right.
Jeez.
Kindergarten served you well. Very well.
I wasn't too good with my sounds.
Oh, he went. Kerrigan caught it on the tip. Potvin does strike out the side.
Well, the rain has officially stopped right now. The umbrellas, most of them, are getting tucked away.
So for the Huskies, no runs, 1 hit, no Goffstown errors, and 1 man left on base. So we're still knotted at 0. Halfway through the second inning. Let's go through the Grizzly roster, the whole roster, while we got a chance here.
Okay, we have Pat Turcotte, freshman, Trevor Hall, sophomore, Nate Corson, sophomore, Seth Heaney, junior, Patrick Sweezy, senior, Ryan Sweezy, freshman, Eddie Coulomb, senior, Michael Kerrigan, senior, Jamie Moran, freshman, Timmy Moran, senior, Matt Milson, junior, Keith Potvin, senior, Patrick McLean, junior, Tim LaBonville, a junior, and Nick Sakely, a senior. So we got a well-rounded roster there. It's not like they're loaded with seniors. So the future after this still looks bright for Grizzly baseball.
The future looks very, very bright. Again, you know, even below that is Goffstown Little League.
Leading off for Goffstown,
Going all
right
the way to the
fielder,
World
number
Series
9.
last year, so you got to think something's good coming up there. That's for sure. Head coached by Jason Parent, and his assistant coaches are Matt Benson and Matt Leonard, who also is the head coach for the JV program. The managers Justine Kincaid and that old Stephen Frank. Heaney gets a piece of one. That's deep.
Over his head.
That is over the center fielder's head in the gap. Heaney's going to get extra bases. He pulls up at second.
That was close to being out of here, Jay.
A little bit of wind blowing out, and that ball may well have gone out of the park.
Seth not known for his blazing speed. I can speak from being a basketball coach.
First hand of that.
I know he'll get on me for that.
Nice piece right there. Leadoff hitters on second base. You gotta like the start of this inning.
Come on, Brian! Yeah, Brian!
That's gonna bring up the catcher, senior Mike Kerrigan, 4-year starter. Looks at one inside. And chiding Seth a little bit about his Texas Leaguer hits that he's come up with a couple of games here, but he belts one right there. Sports the Ted Williams number right there, and he looked like him.
Yeah, that's for sure. Ted might have had a little better speed than Seth had. I don't know.
Mike Kerrigan ahead in the count. Gets a pitch, a hit. Grounds the Lippincott at short and makes the play. Retires that pitch.
The worst case scenario with that is you at least want to try to obviously move Seth over, and I think Mike's kind of discussed it with himself that he didn't at least do that.
I tried to hit it to the right side. He tried
Right.
to move the runner to third, but unfortunately, Mike Kerrigan was
Batting number
unable to do
16,
that.
the first
Grounded out.
baseman, Tim Moran.
Jimmy Moran, like we said, doing a fabulous job at first base. Had a nice pick in that first inning. Should have called third strike, called first strike with the curveball from DePlessis.
Kind of surprised that Coach Perrin didn't try to move Seth over as far as having Michael bunt.
He does like the sacrifice.
Right, that's why. Right.
Right about that. And Lawrence.
That's going to score Seth.
For the first run of the game. And there go the Grizzlies.
So there we have it, 1-0 Grizzlies, and Timmy Moran showing some speed there. He actually beat Seth home. I was watching that. He beat Seth by 2 steps.
So Moran belts one almost to the same spot where Heaney hits his.
So hopefully we're seeing the things to come right here with the Grizzly bats, Jay.
Safely, the DH hoping to continue back for the second baseman, Trev Hall.
1 out.
The big senior takes a cut at the first one and misses. Still just 1 out for these Grizzlies. Another man in scoring position. Looks like Jay Parent's going to let Safely swing away.
Fouled off. Oh, couple errors in the Grizzly crowd there. It started off with Mr. Carl West over there.
Someone got one off the coconut there.
Jeez.
The flick off the hand. So quickly, Safely's down in the count, 0-2. DePlessis from the stretch. Just does get a piece of that one, fouls it straight back. Again, we want to thank our crew for helping bring this game. Heather French working the camera for us, and Disney Dick, Third Watch, West Wing, Gagnon. Had us a little nervous.
Wow.
We were a little worried.
A little worried.
Stadium for a second. Safely hanging tough, fouls him back. Yeah, frankly, we were a little disappointed.
Wow, yeah.
No concessions.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. I mean, Eric and Kyle, my 2 sons, were doing the ball boys for the Class L tournament, and yeah, we noticed that there's no concession. I was going to go to Shaw's and get me some Coke and sell it right there.
Safely grounds into the shortstop. Warren has to look back, go back to second, and hold it.
Batting the third baseman, number 5, Pat Turcotte.
6-3, and Safely's retired. That's going to bring up the number 9 batter, Pat Turcotte.
The other freshman in the lineup done very well for the Grizzlies this year.
He's been swinging a good bat as well in this tournament.
Another outstanding individual, just a great all-around kid.
Took a slow curve from Duplessis.
I don't even have to look at the umpire. We've got Disney Dick here bringing the strike signs.
Turcotte slices one foul.
Have you ever seen so many foul balls, Jay? This is, ooh.
Glad we're not playing at the Lions Club. There'd be a lot of river balls right there, boy, I'll tell you. At least we can get some of these back in play.
Right. Another foul ball.
You get a stat man to start keeping track of fouls. What's the Class I tourney record on fouls?
Oh, jeez. I don't have that book with me right now.
So again, Turcotte 0-2 here. Duplessis in the stretch.
Ooh. Pat Turcotte swung at a high fastball there.
Probably was a ball, but you'd rather have him take a swing and take a
Nah,
cut
be
than,
aggressive.
watch a third strike.
Absolutely, be aggressive. So the Grizzlies come up with 1 run.
Grizzlies draw first blood here as they come up with the first run of the ball game. 1 run on 2 hits. Monadnock errors and 1 man left on base. So fueled by the hits of Seth Heaney, junior right fielder, and Timmy Morin. 2 doubles in that inning. Both were clouded.
And hit well, too.
So the Grizzlies made it to this final game as in the second round they bested Oyster River by a score of 1-0, which was a game, from what I heard, that wasn't as close as the score is.
No. I was, as I mentioned, a couple of telecasts able to, I did that game actually with Scott Emerton, the student of Goffstown High School, and Jamie Morin was definitely in complete control in that game.
Finished with 12 strikeouts, I believe, and really had command of the mound, as they say. Control over the hitters. He also drove in or scored the winning run, the only run of the game.
Leading off from
In the
Monadnock,
quarterfinals,
designated hitter number
Goffstown
12,
beat Berlin 3-1
Alan Tatro.
here at Concord. And they won the semifinals and beat Somersworth 4-2 to get this date tonight here at Concord Memorial Field for the Class I Finals. So for the Huskies, the number 8 hitter, the DH for the Huskies.
High and away.
Adam Tatro. He's a senior. He's batting for the center fielder, Jake Tenney. Another foul.
Another foul ball.
1-2.
Struck him out.
Going to start the third for Potman as he records his 5th strikeout of the game.
just steamrolling right through the Monadnock hitters right now.
Dominic Nettie, the second baseman. The number 9 batter for the swings at a strike, 1-1. Hoffman not wasting any time. He's working pretty quick here. Going right after these hitters in the low order. The 80 swings one foul.
As I mentioned before, Keith just doesn't take a lot of time between pitches. Just goes right after him and wants to end the inning quickly. Ooh.
Comes in with a slow curve just off the plate. Wins the count at 2-2. Is that a foul?
Shall we say another foul ball? I'm telling you, they're going to be running out. I hope there's a sporting goods store open today.
Yeah, Memorial Field looking super for tonight's finals game.
Got him.
80 swings and misses.
Ooh. Error by Mike Kerrigan there. The Monadnock batter swung on it. Kerrigan didn't catch it completely, so therefore the Monadnock runner can run the first. And Kerrigan just didn't make a direct throw.
It's like he aimed the ball.
Right.
I think he was trying to be too careful.
Right.
He tried to throw it too perfect instead of just rearing back and throwing it to Warren. Warren did all he could just to knock it down, I think, and keep it from getting away.
Well, Timmy's got the body to do that, that's for sure. As you said, the Boomer Scott of the early 70s.
So unfortunately, that's going to bring up the top of the order. The man on first, Peter Nyland, the catcher.
Hopefully that won't cost the Grizzlies.
Yeah, base hit his last time, right? First time. Aaron makes a nice stop there, keeping the ball in front of him.
Actually, going way back, the New York Yankees won a World Series on that. As far as the Brooklyn Dodger catcher missed a third strike, the Yankees ended up coming back to win a World Series on that play.
I recall that. I mean,
Monadnock fans all over Keith Potvin right now.
boisterous Monadnock crowd right in front of us, and they come to life as that pass ball, a wild pitch. Thrown by Kerrigan. Kerrigan didn't really get a chance at that. Ground ball to Hall at second. And he retires the island.
Moves a runner over at third, but we've got 2 outs, so hopefully Grizzlies just make the sure play and get out of this inning.
Batting the shortstop, number 10, Andrew Lippincott.
Shortstop, they'll bring the shortstop, Andrew Lippincott, who was Potvin first victim with a strikeout his first time. Fouls one straight back. Way over our heads. So the 80 on third with 2 outs. Potvin sets him up with a slow curve in the outside corner of the plate, and the Monadnock crowd's not happy about that
I'm
one.
very unhappy. That was close.
So now Potman looking to bear down ahead in the count 0-2. Ooh, Mike Kerrigan did a good job of getting that one.
He got out of the box quickly on that one.
I wonder if that ball is coming back slippery on Potman with the weather.
Right.
Ooh, another.
See, that's what I'm talking, Jay, about being inconsistent. That was very similar to the pitch that the Monadnock fans were complaining about.
I was going to say, that looked like the last pitch he called the strike there.
Disney Dick gave him the K sign.
2-2.
Right. Well hit, but right, as you said, right to Pat Sweezy. And sure glove Pat comes up with that one to end any Husky rally. Well, the Grizzlies are very lucky to get out of that one as far as Mike Karen kind of throwing away a ball. Keith Potvin, wild pitch. But the Grizzlies stuck with it, and we're heading up to the bottom of the third inning.
Unless they get through it, and Pat Sweezy, the stellar senior outfielder for the Grizzlies, did a good job of taking a step backwards first on that.
Right.
On that hit right at him. Those are coming to being an ex-center fielder yourself. Those are some of the toughest plays that you got to make center field. The line drive hit right at you.
Those are the toughest. You're kind of frozen as a deer in headlights. You don't know which way to go, in or out. And Pat did a great job on that. And
if your first step's towards the plate,
forget about it.
over your head.
Yeah. Speaking of Pat, we haven't really talked too much about Pat Sweezy, but he's really closing out quite a career here at Goffstown High School.
Athletic career overall.
Just tremendous. He's been a 4-year starter on soccer. Well, 4-year player as far as soccer, basketball, and baseball. Just a tremendous athlete, well-rounded kid, very, very, as far as academics, does very well in his academics.
More importantly, though, he's a good kid.
Right,
You know,
right. Solid citizen. And our parents, Patricia and Ron, should be very happy of their product, Pat.
There's kids that go to the school and are 4-year starters on one program, but to be a 4-year starter or a 4-year varsity player, at least on 3 programs, is something else. It's something special.
Quite an accomplishment, and he's going away with, who knows, maybe 4 state championships is really unheard of as far as. That's something else.
You have to take a hard look back in the archives, I think, to come up with another student athlete out of Goffstown who came away with 4 state champions.
And wouldn't you know it? Yeah, and wouldn't you know it, he makes a great catch, and we start talking about him, and who's up right now?
Who's leading off this thing other than Pat Sweezy?
I don't know. I think we're communicating very well, Jay.
I'd really like to get Pat Sweezy on the bases here and get his speed. He's a terror on the base pass.
Went down on a hanging curveball.
Another, consistency. So thus far, it doesn't seem to have been there. We didn't get the names of who's on it. It's not really important who it is, but that one looked a little bit outside.
Right, and the thing with also the ump, he's very slow to call his strike. So given that strike zone, so you're kind of waiting a second whether it's a ball or a strike.
Here's the left fielder, the freshman Jamie Moore. In the midst of a super freshman. Fleecy thus far is 2 Ks, 2 strikeouts. Warren fouls one back.
We talked about as far as brother relationship with Jamie and Tim. Also, 2 brothers that can share a championship would be Ryan and Pat Sweezy tonight. Ooh.
That one got away from Fleecy and struck Moore. It looked like in the arm.
I want to say the leg, Jay. We got 2 legs and 1 arm. Do we have a wing?
Freshman shows his toughness and just trots right down there, right to first.
He's Jamie Moore is very, very mentally tough.
My varsity coach, Coach Bowles, the best thing you can do when you get hit, get up, don't even pause, just sprint right down to first base.
I don't think you were able to do that, your first bat up against Legion, a Legion pitcher, as we kind of mentioned before in the telecast.
You know, of course, you want to get down to first if you can make it. You're still trying to move the baseball from your back. It's a little tough. I got impaled with a sphere. And you're not getting any oxygen, and the wind's not got yet.
Eddie Coulomb up the bat right now, and we've got Jamie Moore on first. Eddie grounded out his first time up.
Once again, Coulomb voted Class I Player of the Year. Coulomb swings to protect Morin. Thrown out at second, trying to steal.
Great throw by the Husky catcher right there, right on the money.
Yeah, Nyland threw a strike. The 80, the second baseman, tagged out Morin. So again, Coach Perrin trying to be aggressive on the base pass and get Morin in scoring position.
Jeez, I can't figure him out, Jay. I cannot figure this home umpire out.
I thought for a second there, Eddie Coulomb thought that was strike three himself. But he wasn't able to pull the trigger there. So full count on Coulomb.
Jeez.
Oh boy.
Jason and Matt Benson questioning as far as the count. Eddie thought it was 2-2 or something like that also. Oh.
It wasn't. It was 2-1. It was 2-0 on the steal. And the kid swung to make it 2-1. Right. They threw him out. After that, he signaled 2-2, so they changed on the board, but it wasn't. It was 2-1.
We're getting an explanation from the official scorekeeper. He had only 2 strikes too on Coulomb.
It was 2-0. He stole second base. The kid swung, made it 2-1. They threw him out. So they threw out. 2-1.
Good heads up. I mean,
Right.
Dave Perrin and Matt
It was
Benson
quickly.
got there right away.
And also, Eddie stayed at the plate and motioned to the umpire 2-2.
Home plate umpire going over to check the book.
Had a little miscue as far as the umpire right there. Umpire thought it was strike 3, and Jason Perrin, Coach Perrin, and Coach Benson quickly trotted in and told the umpire it was 2-2. And as I alluded to, the Grizzlies won out on that one.
Coulomb knew it was only 2 strikes too. He didn't leave the plate there, and the umpire rang him up prematurely there. And I think he took some joy in doing that.
Right.
That pseudo third strike.
So Eddie,
Let's see if
hopefully
make him pay here.
capitalize on this one. Good job by Eddie.
Foul to waste that one.
Good job by Eddie, staying alive on that one.
Fouls one off, ricochets off the catcher and the umpire. You think he did that on purpose, is kind of get back at the umpire at all?
Jeez,
It's showing
that's-
back
that's-
control right there.
that's quite an
2 strikes.
accomplishment by Eddie if he could do that. So all is for naught as Eddie goes down looking at strike 3 right there. Obviously not happy with the call, thought it was a bit outside. But anytime with 2 strikes, you kind of want to make sure that you're protecting the plate. Disney Dick getting it in, getting it on with the Monadnock fans right here.
Giving them an extra K, I think. They're a little ahead.
If there's anybody that's going to be on it, it's going to be Disney Dick. So quickly mentioning other Goffstown first team as far as the Class I baseball squad, the All-State team. We had Keith Potvin from Goffstown, Eddie Coulomb from Squeezy from Goffstown. First team All-State players. Second team, we had a freshman, Jamie Morin.
Deservedly so. Well, you could put him on the first team.
Jeez. Player of the Year, as JP alluded to early in the telecast, was Eddie Coulomb. Player of the Year in Class I this year. So we've got four players representing the All-State team this year.
Now, you know, that must be similar to how they do it for basketball. The coaches get together and vote on that?
Yeah, I think so. What happens is you kind of get your All-State selection ballot in the mail, and then you go from there. You call up coaches, and they kind of give their input regarding their players, and then you send it in. And after that, you kind of have a meeting and kind of discuss as far as the players and anybody on the bubble and whatnot. Some of it is, as is with anything, is politics play a somewhat role in it, Jay.
I'm not voting for your player unless my player gets.
Well, I mean, and that's too bad. So we've got a 1-1 on the Monadnock hitter right here.
This is the pitcher, Duplessis. Duplessis. He started that double play in the first inning at the Grizzlies' turn. He was a hitter.
On Goffstown.
We are in the top of the fourth. The Grizzlies still up 1-0.
Strike three. Great curveball by Keith Potvin. And as I was saying, as far as players deservingly, as far as getting on the All-State team, we had a situation, and when we won our second championship, Matty Corson played an unbelievable, significant role in our quest for our second championship, and he wasn't even on the honorable mention. And that's one time that I was really steamed at the fellow coaches in Class I.
I remember that. That was what's the word I'm looking for?
Just a plain wrong.
And throwing smoke on that one.
And if Matt was on the bubble, I could fight for him, and deservingly so. But it wasn't even up there, which was totally ridiculous. So I left the meeting totally disgusted.
A bad taste in your mouth.
Absolutely.
So Potvin comes in with an outside fender on the outside part of the plate for strike two. 1-2 on Kisney, the third baseman. He struck out his last time up. He's disgusted.
Right. Yeah.
He didn't like that second strike call.
Now batting the first baseman, number 4, Seth Clark.
So Potvin quickly picks up his 7th and 8th K here in the 4th inning. Looking to strike out the side here. This is Seth Clark, the first baseman.
Ooh,
Swings and misses at the first level.
that curveball is nasty right now, Jay.
This is where the 4 years is paying off. Potvin and Kerrigan just feed off each other so well for 4 years.
And it's not even that, Jay. So 4 years varsity, but it goes back to Little League. They've been just battery mates forever.
Ooh, set up on the outside part of the plate, paints the corner. Quickly 0-2 to Clark. Potvin from the windup. Ooh. Up and away, ball 1-2. And he gets
gets, wow.
good pick by Mike Kerrigan. Potvin gets his 9th K as he strikes out the side.
9 Ks in
Statement
4
right
innings.
there.
I'm going to talk to him.
And Disney Dick leaving to talk to the ump. We'll have to watch that.
After an inning like that, that'll make you hang your head, drag your bat back to the bat racks.
So some high school careers obviously winding down here. You know, seniors Pat Sweezy, Eddie Coolum, Keith Potvin, Mike Kerrigan, Tim Morin, Nick Sakeley. Nothing better to leave your graduate next Saturday with a state championship under your belt. A second one.
Graduation
Next Saturday, the 16th. Because I know that because today's the 10th, Jay.
We wish all these seniors very well and their future here. Boy, the 10th, I'll tell you.
Leading off for Goffstown, the pitcher number 18.
They say a date that will live in infamy. Somebody's birthday, my cohort here. Happy birthday goes out
I appreciate it. It's tough.
to Jay Misha.
It's tough being 25, Jay.
25 years young, right? Potvin leads off with a gapper in the left field. Gap. And he's going to stand at second.
So I think we've got all 3 hits have been doubles by the Grizzlies.
First pitch broke by Keith Potvin to try to help his own cause.
I was just going to say that. As they say, help your own cause, and Keith just did that with a double.
Yeah, all 3 hits have been doubles by the
Now batting the
Grizzlies.
right fielder, number 9, Seth Heaney.
Seth Heaney would like to duplicate what he did last time up as he started a rally, scored the game's only run on his leadoff double. Let's see though, I wouldn't be surprised if Coach Barron asked him to sacrifice here. Move the runner over.
You hate to take the bat out of Seth Hain, especially after ripping a double like that.
You do, but boy, it's still just a 1-run game here. Fleecy throws a second ball curve there. Up high to Heaney, so it's 1-1. Heaney, the junior right fielder, gets another breaking ball. Once again, that flag straight away is showing no run.
No, there hasn't been a wind all game.
That's the pitch Seth was looking for, that fastball, and just couldn't get it in fair territory. So it counts even, 2-2. Mike Kerrigan on deck. No outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Potvin on second. Leadoff double. He looks at another off-speed pitch, and the count is full here.
Brush back, brush right across his cheek. He's staying in that box. Very tough kid, Seth Heaney.
Fleecy from the stretch. Heaney lost one up. The outfield, shallow outfield grass.
Obviously not deep enough to enable Keith to tag up and go to third.
The 80 retires Heaney.
So as you mentioned, Jay, up steps to the plate, Mike Kerrigan, the catcher for the Grizzlies.
Now batting number 14, the catcher, Mike Kerrigan.
Kerrigan grounded out to the shortstop in his first at bat. Fleecy starts him off with a curveball that's outside. Coach Jay Parent throwing some disco signs at his players. I think I've seen him use that Friday night, Saturday night on the dance floor.
Jeez.
Berrigan slaps one back, foul.
Very active at third base, Coach Parent. Whereas you got Coach Benson, I think a pigeon could land on him and he wouldn't know.
Coach Benson, the more stoic of the
Yes,
two.
definitely.
Would you say?
Yeah, absolutely.
That Benson is longtime assistant for Jay.
Yeah, they've done very well. Done very well.
Who met at King State College, where they both graduated from. Benson, also a teacher at
Parker Run.
Barney,
Yeah.
Manchester.
So 2-1 count on Mike Kerrigan.
Kerrigan slaps into the shortstop. Lippincott looks back, pocket. Retires Kerrigan.
That's the second time that Mike has failed to move the third base runner on second over to third. And like I say, I'm sure he's upset with himself that he unable to do that.
Hoffman gets a leadoff double, and the Grizzlies thus far have been unable to bring him home. That's going to be in the hands of Tim Moore, the first baseman.
Last time up, lined a double to right center. And that could do it again. Oh!
Good catch by the right fielder.
Just hung up there long enough for the right fielder to get a run on that one, and that he did. Good play by the right fielder.
With a little too much air, and Frazier was able to get under it, although he didn't get under it by too much. He retires Moore almost in the same spot he hit the last one. The Grizzlies come up short with no runs on one hit. And, no Husky errors, and they leave one man, Keith Potbat, left stranded at second after a leadoff double. Kind of a wasted opportunity there, unfortunately.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, you like your chances with one run with Keith on the mound, but with two, it's percentages are a lot higher. We mentioned this before, but a great crowd. But as far as the Grizzlies coming out to support the baseball team, no, they do.
Their athletic teams.
No question about that.
The girls had a good run at it this year in softball.
Yep.
They got as far as the quarterfinals, the Class I softball tournament. So kudos to them.
Yeah, right.
They really turned things around. They had a rocky initial start and then reeled off a lot of W's.
Right.
Looking at this again, first team in these all team selections in Class I. Looking to see if there's any Monadnock players. Jake Tenney is on the first team, and the pitcher Brian Duplessis is on the second team as well. Tenney, that's odd. Tenney's a center fielder. He's getting DH for tonight. Will Singleton and Kirsten making the trip.
Good to see Will.
Ball Singleton.
If there's a wiffle ball player, Will is it.
Willie Wiffleball Singleton.
Willie Whiff.
You need a game? Come see Will.
Jeez.
Like to see it.
Yeah. Imagine growing up with him with our wiffle ball days. I think we would have had lights up somewhere, Jay.
Yeah, he was in the wrong neighborhood.
So Keith comes up with another strikeout.
Starts off where he left off.
Jeez.
Right, gets caught swinging to start the fifth here.
He is, as I mentioned before, just steamrolling through the Monadnock hitters right now.
He's in double digits in strikeouts now in 10. The Monadnock faithful in front of us is hanging up the K signs for Duplessis, and I'm seeing 3, which is okay, but boy, Potvin is better than double that.
Yeah.
Let's check under the cap, and I'm not a winner.
No. Don't believe the cap, Jay. You are a winner in my book.
You got me the wrong bottle of soda here. Please play again. I'm underneath my cap.
1 and 2 on the Monadnock hitter. Up high.
That's Frazier, the right fielder, who thwarted that Goffstown rally on Tim Morin last hit, last inning. There's another victim of the Potvin breaking ball. Keith Potvin, as we talked about in that Berlin game, type of guy that just gets stronger usually as the game goes on, and right now he's showing that on the mound.
Adam Tatro.
As I was saying, Adam Tatro, the DH, batting for Jake Tenney, the center fielder, who's a first-team player on the Class I, so that's kind of weird. Usually, I don't know, usually you'd think he'd have a bat if he was on the first team.
I don't understand that at all either, Jay.
This Tatro, I don't know, you'd think there's somebody else in the lineup that Tatro could bat for, your first-team player.
I don't know, maybe it's somehow maybe an injury that he can't swing the bat or something like that.
Politics coming into play that we discussed earlier. We don't know enough information about that. So still 1-0 in the top of the fifth. Tatro in a hole, 0-2. Potvin tries to get him fishing on the outside corner, but he ain't biting. It's 1-2. Lefty delivers, strikes out the side.
Wow. Grizzly fans are up on their feet. Yard peanuts are something else.
I thought you might like these over a baseball game here. I brought these home. A couple of Camden Yard peanuts. Compare them to the Fenway roasted peanuts. Let me know what you think.
I think the first rule in broadcast is you're not supposed to eat, but I think we're breaking the rule right here, Jeff.
You can't pass up some peanuts from Oriole Park in Camden Yard.
I'm hoping to get there maybe this summer with the crew. And
brought the schedule tonight.
Did you?
Might be able to look at the
Fantastic.
schedule after the game.
Definitely want to see my favorite player, Cal Ripken, play before he calls it quits.
So Nick Sabley, the DH, looking to get the crowd on his feet here, is he's going to lead off for the Grizzlies here in the bottom of the fifth. Still a 1-0 ball game. As well as Potvin's pitching, you really like to see the Grizzlies put up a crooked number here.
Absolutely.
Try to get some more insurance runs.
They haven't capitalized on a couple of opportunities. They've stranded a couple runners at second when they had the opportunity to, less than 2 outs to bring them around. And hopefully that won't cost them.
So it's 1-1 on Sabley. He swings. Fly ball to right field. And Frazier sits under it. Retires second.
So up steps the other freshman in the lineup for the Grizzlies, Pat Turcotte, the third baseman.
Pat Turcotte, the third baseman, fittingly wearing George Brett's number 5, right?
I like to think Brooke Robinson myself, Jed.
You
being an Oriole fan.
Oriole lore. So Brian Duplessis still on the mound for the Huskies. Grizzlies just getting through the order for their first time here. This is the number 9 hitter. This is the second at bat. Slow curve.
Up high.
Turcotte doesn't bite.
Uh-oh, there go the maroon and white balloons. We're sending those things up to the baseball gods.
I think there was a little friendly drawn back and forth between the Monadnock and Goffstown crowd. The Monadnock balloons went off a little earlier. I don't know if they were sabotaged. There go the Grizzly balloons. Can you reach up and catch those, Dick?
Yeah, you had some leaps in high school.
Not my 2-inch vertical anymore. Turcotte hangs tough and draws the walk.
Now batting the center fielder, number 10, Pat Sweezy.
The Grizzlies get a runner here with 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th.
Monadnock coach coming out to talk to the pitcher, probably just calming him down.
Coach Rulo coming out to talk to the Teresa.
I don't see anybody warming up, so I don't think it's a matter of pulling him out. He's thrown a good game himself, so.
He said Coach Benson said there wasn't a lot of difference on this Monadnock
Right.
between their 1 and 2 pitchers.
Right. You know, in that instance, probably their 1 or their 2 through versus Pembroke. So now you're reaching down to your 3rd pitcher because of the rules as far as innings pitched.
Coach Parent took the time to talk to Pat Sweezy, the next batter for the Grizzlies, the leadoff, playing center field. Squares around him. Trying to get one down, but he couldn't get a piece of it. It looks like he went, too.
Very lucky that the catcher didn't come up with that cleanly because Turcotte was taken off.
Like maybe a kind of safety sacrifice again for Sweezy to get him down. Kind of looked like Sweezy didn't make up his mind whether he was trying to get for a hit or truly sacrifice. He kind of squared around late.
Timeout call. Something's happening. Monadnock coach is out.
They're going to say that Sweezy didn't go around. The Monadnock coach came out to protest that. Honestly, I think he had a little bit of a gripe.
Right.
It looked like Sweezy went around, but the home umpire checked with the first base umpire, and he said no. So Sweezy benefits, and it's 2-0. Hitter's count here. Pat Turcotte on first. There's 1 out.
Oh, jeez. I don't understand. That looked outside to me, Jay.
I gotta be honest, the consistency has been a little bit questionable with Blue behind the plate here.
Even the scorekeepers up here are a bit baffled.
So it's 2-1 to Pat Sweezy. That's another strike. Did that ball bounce in the dirt?
It's just a matter of, like I said, I can't, the delay as far as the call. It takes him like 3 seconds to make up his mind.
If you're going to call him that way, you got to start from the get-go and let him know it's nose to toes and dugout to dugout.
He just... I tell you, he wouldn't get any answers on Jeopardy because he wouldn't be pressing the button very fast.
Hey, that's the problem right there, is that Pat Sweezy's forced to swing at a pitch he probably didn't want to swing at because he doesn't know where the strike zone is.
Absolutely.
It really leaves you guessing as a hitter up there as what's a ball and what's a strike. That brings up the freshman, Jamie Warren. With a curveball or a strike.
We got a freshman up and a freshman at first. Jamie Warren was hit his last time up, hitting the leg.
We've got a don't believe there was any malicious intent
No,
on the
no,
Monadnock pitch.
absolutely not.
Lost it. That one got away from him. It's the catcher, Nyland. Goes down to first to try to get turf on it. He has to dive back. So here's the delivery to Mora.
As they say, you're not playing unless you get your uniform dirty, and Pat Turcotte has definitely played today.
Old Mom's got some shout. It's going to take a lot of yelling to get that thing.
Struck out on a high fastball.
The Grizzlies get no runs, no hits, no Monadnock errors, and one man left on base. So at the end of 6 here,
I like your way, though.
Grizzlies still clinging to a 1-0 lead.
Right. It's getting close here. The longer it goes, the more nerves come into play, and both teams probably getting jittery. I mean,
There's not a better guy you'd like to have on the mound for, I'm sure Coach Barrett is happy to have his senior.
As we discussed before, Keith, major part as far as the state championship last year, and was on the hill when the Grizzlies won it. So no question about it. Experience, confidence, and I'm sure no one wants to be there more than Keith right now.
Keith Plattman's got a lot of innings under his belt. When you talk about his not only his high school career, but American Legion as he plays for Jutras Post. I'm sure he'll be playing for them again this summer. He's Yukon bound in the fall. Play baseball in the Big East Conference.
Big East
All the luck
Conference.
in the world.
Second baseman Dominic Mitty.
I hope he does well and continues his fine career.
Well, I hope I'm hoping when he makes the major league and making the big bucks that we started promoting here on Goffstown Cable Network that we'll get some good seats, Jay. Right now, I think the Texas Rangers could use him, Jay.
They need some pitching now. So Mieti, the second baseman's up. He looks at a strike. 2 strikes quickly. Monadnock, boisterous crowd in front of him just went back and said, does he have 7 innings? Can he go 7? And he certainly can.
7. He can go 14.
Plattman's got 12 strikeouts.
12 strikeouts.
We'll see if he can have another one here. And he does. He does.
Wow.
So he gets the number 9 batter. His 13th strikeout. That's going to bring up the top of the order. The catcher. Peter Nyland. Nyland's made contact every time. Hoffman has yet to send him back to the bench on 3 strikes. He got a base hit his first time up and grounded out to Turcotte. Grounded out to Hall, the second baseman. Correct.
Well, you can still hear the pop of the mitt up here, Jay. That's he's coming in there with the guy.
Hoffman hasn't lost anything on his fastball. If anything, he may have gained. And like I said, he's the type of kid that seems to get stronger as the game goes on. Island fouls him back. 7 innings are regulation game here in high school baseball, so we're getting
Getting down to the, I was just going to say, the nitty-gritty.
The way things have been going tonight with the man in blue behind the plate, I was going to be surprised if he brung him up on that one, but he did.
If he did, the Monadnock crowd would have been very, very upset.
It's a full count, 3-2 on Nyland. Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. Disney Dick rung him up. Gave him the K sign.
The whole plate umpire has been very slow to call strikes, and it looked like he was getting into that slow pause to call the strike, and Nyland just started trotting down to first. That appeared to be a very borderline pitch. Nyland draws the walk.
Keith fires over to first just to check the runner.
So Monadnock has their first runner since the first inning.
Hold on.
That's correct. They had a runner in the second inning.
Nice pitch by Keith there. Inside corner. I haven't agreed much with the ump, but that was definitely a good call.
Lippincott, the shortstop, again, they said Monadnock, their first baseman in a long time, was competing with a boisterous crowd in front of us as they finally got something to stand up about. So here's the shortstop, Lippincott. Junior. Another inside strike and a strike.
Strike three.
Attacking.
This is what state championships are all about here, Jay. Two crowds going back and forth.
Well, here's the two pitchers coming head to head. Duplessis slices one foul down the right field line.
Just out of reach of Seth Heaney.
Duplessis is a junior here. Second team mention here.
Strike two.
Swings through that offering by Putnam. Well, he's in the hole 0-2, and let's see if Putnam can close him out for his 15th strikeout of the game. Putnam, the senior, in the stretch. Delivered.
Almost had it. As you said, pitcher versus pitcher right here. Classic battle. Mano, mano.
It's going to take another Camden Yard peanut right here. Get to it. So here's 0-2 to Duplessis, the pitch.
Fouled off again.
Duplessis hanging in there, nubs one foul. Nyland on first. 2 outs.
Strike three! Well, the Monadnock fans sit down and the Grizzlies fans stand up.
What we like to see. And Duplessis becomes Potvins' 14th strikeout of the game.
14 or 15?
I think that's his 14th. Let me count them up. 15th strikeout, you're right. I stand corrected.
Yeah,
15
just
strikeouts by the senior.
so impressive, so impressive. And as we talked about, Jay, I think the thing that's impressed us is how strong he just gets during the course of the game.
Here's that radar gun, because I'll tell you, I think he's kicked it up a notch with his fastball here, and blowing it by people right now. And DeFelice just couldn't catch up to that one.
Should be very, very crucial, very nice to come up with another run, at least another run for the Grizzlies here, and head at least 2-0 into the top of the 7th. Be a lot more comfortable for all the Grizzly fans, the players. So we got the Player of the Year as far as Class I, Eddie Coolum, coming up. So.
The Huskies pick up no runs, no hits, no Goffstown errors, and leave one man left on base. So we head into the bottom of the 6th. Goffstown still with a 1-0 lead. They've got the heart of the order coming up here with Eddie Coolum, the number 3 batter. Listening to the Grizzly chant, GHS, the home crowd. DeFelice comes out to the mound for the bottom of the 6th. You can't fault Brian DeFelice. He's kept his ball club in the game here. As again, Goffstown's only reached him for 1 run. And you can't ask much more from your pitcher. Again, he doesn't have the strikeout total that Hopkins does, but.
No, he's pitched a very good game himself.
Well, Coolum gets another questionable strike called on him.
Eddie's due here. Eddie is due.
Coolum down the count, 0-2, quickly.
How did Eddie do Friday as far as offense? Do we know?
Here after this pitch. Just a minute outside. Coolum scored a run, but he did go 0 for 2. He drew a walk and scored the first run of the game. Allen gets by the catcher Nyland. The count's even, 2-2.
Bottom of the 6th, 1-0 Grizzlies for the state championship right here.
Coolum rattles to the shortstop Lippincott, who gets a nice hop and throws high, and Coolum's on. Ooh, the first baseman went down hard as there looked to be a little bit of a collision there as Coolum ran through the bag.
Right. It was a high throw. The first baseman went up, and Eddie caught him with his, maybe his shoulder.
That was Clark, the first baseman. Seth Clark for Monadnock. Went down in a heap. He did catch the ball though and threw it high and off the bag.
No, nothing intentionally by Eddie there. He's just running through the bag.
I don't think so. I mean, Coolum is certainly within his rights there.
Right. He's entitled.
He didn't go out of his way, but they collided.
I remember last year, don't you? Eric Bourgeois.
Heads up, first base coach Matt Benson had Coolum get right back to the bag there.
Now the pitcher, number 18.
So we'll take it. Leadoff runners on here.
What do we get on that? Error hit, Jay? Did we get the official score thrown out?
Hopkins swings at the first DeFelice offering.
Potvin lined the double last time up, Jay?
Now Potvin knocked the double to left center. Left center field gap. And he hits that one by the second baseman. And that's going to bring Coolum around to third.
Great job by Keith.
Decent hitting by Potman, and the Grizzlies are threatening.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So runners at the corners with no outs. And that's going to bring up Seth Heaney, the junior right fielder. He's made contact twice. He had a scorching double his first time up. He threw out to the second baseman his second time up.
At least want to hit it out, hit it on the outfield and get Eddie home at least with a sacrifice fly.
Attention please, pitch running at first base for Goffstown number 8, Nate Corson.
So Nate Corson comes in for Keith Potvin right now, pinch running.
Coach Parent trying to get as much speed as he can on the bases to try to get some insurance runs for Potvin. So Potvin helps his own cause out by lining a single between the first and second baseman, and runners at the corners with no outs. Nobody warming up in the Monadnock bullpen, but I gotta believe that probably the next pitcher is probably playing the field for Monadnock.
Oh.
Lots of times in high school, your best players sometimes are your
Right.
pitchers. And like Potvin plays the field as well when he's not pitching.
And similar to Jamie Moore playing left field tonight.
Exactly. So Heaney's first pitch strike. Slow curve, strike 2. He's in a hole, 0-2. Just like you said, you want to get the ball
You got to
in
get
play.
something here, Jay. You got to. No outs, first and third. You got to make something happen.
Coach Parent doesn't take the bat out of Heaney's hands. His parent loves to squeeze. Heaney fouls one back. And Heaney swung the bat fairly well tonight, so he's rolling the dice.
I think you got, with that situation, you got no outs and, momentum right here. You don't want to kill any momentum with, possible miscue on the suicide squeeze.
Heaney, the number 5 batter.
There you go. That's why you don't squeeze.
And Poole comes around to score, and Potman stands up at third. Or no, Corson, sorry, let him for Potman. And Corson stands up at third. So Seth Heaney comes through with another big hit.
Timely hitting by Seth Heaney, the junior there. Ooh, that's a sigh of relief with 2 runs going into the top of the 7th inning.
No outs here.
Catcher Mike Kerrigan.
This might be a situation for a squeeze right here, Jay.
I wouldn't be surprised if Coach Parent gives him a swing here before he puts the squeeze on. Just because, again, you got no outs here, and boy, you could really put up some numbers here. Kerrigan, keep this rally going. Heaney slaps one to right center. Ropes him. Frazier made a nice play out there as it almost got by him. The grass has got to be a little bit slick with that rainfall we had early on. Did a good job of keeping it, knocking it down.
There it is.
There it is. Squeeze playing.
Got him.
Down, a beauty.
Just smart baseball. Nice bunt by Mike Kerrigan there. So we got 1 out with a runner on second right now.
Batting number 16, the first baseman, Tim Warren.
So Kerrigan moves the runners around. Heaney stands at second. Corson comes in to score.
Timmy Morin steps to the plate for the Goffstown Grizzlies.
The pitcher catcher Island goes out to settle down Duplessis, and the Grizzlies have come up big here in the 6th inning. Still just 1 out, man on second. And big Tim Warren digging in.
Da Boomer.
Tim Warren swung the bat very well as well tonight. As he's 1 for 2, hit a scorching double, and almost had another taken away from him by the right fielder Frazier. Warren swings through the first pitch. Just gonna say that. Monadnock fans got their rally caps on. Their team's not even up yet.
No.
Because it doesn't get out too long.
Whatever works, Jay. Whatever works.
So Warren's 0-2. Lucy pitching from the stretch. Haney on second. 3-0 Goffstown lead. Here's the pitch, and it's up and away to Morin.
Especially Goffstown.
Dick doing a good job of keeping the
Yeah, I'm going back and forth.
busy.
So Timmy Morin goes down, strike 3 right there. Upsets to the plate, Nick Sakeley, the DH. We got 2 out. Seth Heaney at second.
The Lucy gets his 6th strikeout.
I gotta, hats off to Dick, just quieting this Monadnock crowd, just talking to them and taking them right out of the game.
Left wing Gagnon, and there's Sakeley with a base hit up the middle. Heaney's gonna come around to score easily.
There you go, Nick. Good job by the senior right there.
Sakeley adds another insurance run for Goffstown.
I think we're gonna get a pinch runner for Nick right here.
Coach Parent.
Maybe checking the rules with the ump to make sure everything's okay. They've already pinch run once, so I don't know if there's something that you can't pinch
He
run
wants
twice.
to make sure that Sakeley can come back into the
Right.
game.
Well, he's the DH, so he's not fielding.
Right. But he may lose that slot and can't bat. Hopefully there won't be a next time around where he does have to hit us.
That's what I'm thinking.
Into our 6th inning, but he is going to run for him.
19.
Pat McLean.
Pat McLean, the junior.
So Pat McLean comes in to run. Sakeley. The number 9 hitter, Pat Turcott, the 3rd baseman. Steps to the plate. Strike 1. Turcott walked his last time up. He's 0 for 1, struck out his first time. DePlessis from the stretch.
Up high.
That was the off-speed stuff up high to Turcott.
Ooh. Would have been nice if that was right on the line.
Slaps one down the right field line. Foul.
Who knows how far that would have went? Could have scored. Right.
Clean around, possibly to score.
We got a 1-2 count on Pat right now. With 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th, 4-zip Grizzlies. Good job keeping alive.
The Grizzlies looking to go undefeated with a 20-win season. They get this W tonight.
How sweet that would be.
Now 19-0 heading into tonight's contest. Monadnock 16-1.
Ooh.
McLean.
Turcott actually swung out on that. McLean. So here we have it, Jay. We're going to the top of the 7th inning. Goffstown Grizzly winning 4-zip in the Class I State Championship, defending their title, 3 outs away from repeating as state champions.
So the Grizzlies pick up 3 runs. Big inning for the Grizzlies on 2 hits. 1 Monadnock error, and they leave 1 man left on base. So as we head into the 7th, we hope to be the final
Right.
inning.
You know,
4-0. Grizzlies up, shutting out the Huskies. And boy, what a nice way to end your career. Hoffman can hang on here and throw a shutout.
no one wants
Pitched a gem thus far.
no one wants the ball more than Keith right now. And you know, as we got a couple minutes right here, we haven't talked too much about the coaching staff as far as Coach Parent, Coach Benson, and Coach Leonard. What an outstanding job they have done all through the year of building this program up. Definitely, I know, speaking myself, how hard it is to get to that point, and they've done a great job.
Very well respected program, not only in
Right.
Class I, but throughout the state. Jay Parent's really done a fine job since taking over.
Right, and you talk about classy individuals. Jay's one of those.
He comes from good baseball bloodlines.
Right.
As he played for Coach Morgan at Memorial.
All right.
Jim Morgan, right?
Jim Morgan, yeah. Like I said, no matter what happens in this situation, they're going to be extremely proud of their kids and extremely proud of what they've done so far this year. But they're 3 outs away from repeating as state champions.
The Grizzly crowd is on their feet as they try to bring some more energy to this Grizzly team and cheer on Keith Hodgman, the senior, looking to close out his career.
Ooh.
All right. I'll tell you, I'd like to have that radar gun. Kessney, the third baseman, up to the plate. He's already struck out twice. He's 0 for 2 with 2 Ks. He might be on his way to another one. Quickly, he's down the count 0-2, and the senior lefty working quickly.
Hey, Steve, he's right in here.
Throws one outside. Gets away from Kerrigan, but it's 1-2. Hodgman again wasting no time, towing the rubber. Kessney fouls one back. Hodgman pitching as if he's got a date somewhere to go, and he does. He's got a date with a plaque here, hopefully, and a couple more outs.
Well, I was in the dugout before the game, and they brought the plaque from last year's state championship, and it's hanging in the dugout right now. So, Coach Parent added that he wanted to be after the, before the night's over. Right. That Monadnock batter just went away, shaking his head. On a night like this, Jay, I think Grizzlies could probably play with Keith, Mike, and 3 other fielders, and we'd be all set.
16th strikeout. Give me for that pause. You were absolutely right. I'll tell you. He had a tough first inning. Not really a tough first inning, but he gave up a hit right off the bat. But since then, he's been untouchable.
And that kind of happened in the Berlin game when we telecast. They kind of got on Keith early, and then from that point on, it seemed like Keith gets mad and it says enough is enough, and that's what he does.
That's what we talked about in the pregame there. If you don't get on him early, it's going to be tough. And here's Hall.
Ooh. Timmy Moore had to come up with that one as far as getting off the bag, and didn't land on the bag in time as the Monadnock run is safe.
Hall with a wide throw down the first base line that pulls Moore off the bag. Moore made an absolutely stellar play in the semifinals where he was able to take a high throw, come down on the bag and get the Summersworth runner. He looked to try to do the same there, but he just couldn't do it.
He did that twice in the Oyster River prelim game.
We ask that you remain for the award ceremony following tonight's game.
So the left fielder, Justin Cox, comes up to the plate.
When I make that statement as far as, Mike and Keith and 3 other fielders, that's not to take away from all the other Grizzlies. It's just that Keith is pitching a masterful game tonight.
Cox is 1 for 2 with a base hit and strikeout. His base hit was an infield hit to Hall at second.
Wow. Looking over at the... Well, that's because you're munching on your Camden peanuts right now, and I think that's your main concern.
You got it. Podman from the stretch delivers. Fouled away. So 2 strikes, 1 and 2 to Cox.
Grizzly students are lining the fence at the first base side, and I would think that they are going to charge the field if something good happens on the Goffstown side
We
here.
heard the announcement to stay off the field.
I don't think that's going to happen. From experience at UNH, there's not much you can do when students are charging.
I see too many police lining that sideline, and there goes Cox down swinging.
You're going to drop this one. Not the whole stand.
Potvin, 1 out away from taking his team to back-to-back state titles.
Let's hope this isn't a Boston Red Sox performance where they got 2 outs away from the World Series.
Frazier, the right fielder, steps in, looks at Cole, strike 1.
But I like Timmy Moore at first instead of Bill Buckner right now.
I like our chances. The Monadnock down to their final out. Just a bit high to Frazier. And Potvin's just rearing back and throwing right now.
He feels it. He's feeling it, Elvis.
Elvis has left the building. Another strike.
That's it. Here we go. With 2 strikes, 1 strike away from a state championship.
And the crowd's on their feet here.
And everybody's bouncing. See Eddie Coolum at short, he's bouncing. They're all ready to celebrate. Grizzly fans are up.
On the stretch. He's set. Delivers.
See you later! The Grizzlies have done it. They have repeated. 2001 state champion Goffstown Grizzlies.
Pandemonium on the field as the Grizzly faithful storm the field, and Potvin strikes out the side once again.
Yes, but all fans, please stay off the field of play. Both teams return to their respective dugouts after shaking hands for the award ceremony. We ask that all fans from both schools please remain for the runner-up medallion and plaque and the championship medallions and plaque. Baseball committee represent head coach Gabby Rollo.
All right, we're here with Keith Potvin, 2001 state champions. Keith, every time I talk to you, it's been a masterful game. It's 18 Ks, I think. Great performance tonight. Ending your senior year, just a great job, Keith.
Yeah, I came in, I just wanted to give it my all, and that's what we did, and everyone played their hearts out, and we're champions again, back to back.
What a feeling it must be as far as repeating. You've been on the mound both times as far as being the #1 pitcher leading the Grizzlies into the state champion. What a career. How do you feel finishing your career here?
Couldn't ask for a better way. We played Monadnock, the only team that beat us, and we beat them, and nothing more to say.
Like I said, Keith, it's been a pleasure as far as announcing games. You made it a lot of fun, and I'm sure a lot of people are very happy for you, but on the other end, very sad that you're leaving us right now.
Yeah, I don't know, but there's a lot of good players coming up, so it'll be fine.
Well, like I said, congratulations, Keith. Best of luck as you go into UConn.
Yep.
Okay, best of luck, and like I said, you've been great for us, great for the whole community, and wish you all the best, Keith.
All right, thanks
Okay. Congratulations. Great job this year. Freshman coming on as far as playing an integral part this year as far as the state champions. How do you feel?
It's just unreal. It's great. It's a great feeling.
All along, you've been such an important part as far as pitching, hitting. Coming in as a freshman, you got nervous or whatever, but it doesn't seem like you're nervous at all out there.
No, freshman, whatever. It doesn't matter to me.
Right. Future for things to come as far as state champions or what?
3 in a row.
3 in a row. You heard it right here. Jamie Warren saying 3 in a row. Did a great job for the Grizzlies. He's got 3 years left here, and a lot of Grizzly fans are happy that he's still around. Congratulations, Jamie.
Thank you.
Wilson. Number 5, Pat Turcotte. Number 6, Trev Paul. Number 22, Nick Sigley. Number 16, Tim Moore. Number 14, Mike Carrigan. Number 9, Seth Heaney. Number 12, Eddie Colon. Number 15, Jamie Morin. Number 10, Pat Sweezy. And number 18, Keith Potman. We last found that assistant coaches Matt Benson, Matt Leonard, and head coach Jason Paris. Please award the championship plaque to the captains of the Goffstown High School Grizzlies. Goffstown Area High School Grizzlies. Congratulate both teams on an excellent game. Hope to see both schools back here next year.
All right, we're here with Pat Sweezy, center fielder for the Grizzlies. Pat, quite a career here. You're ending your career. 2 state champions in basketball, 2 state championships in baseball. You got to go away. Unbelievable feeling.
Can't be any better than this. Last game, last practice, we just came out on top. I don't know anybody that has 4 championships. I'm loving it.
Well, my brother and I, JP, discussed that. Quite an accomplishment as far as 4 state championships. And, you know, my hat goes off to you. Really dedicated yourself and very well deserving.
Thank you. I've been very lucky, though. I've had good ball players behind me, good basketball, baseball, everything. It's just been a great 4 years.
Obviously elated now, but you're feeling in a couple of minutes. I mean, like you just mentioned, you're ending it kind of sad to go away.
Yeah, it's definitely sad. Hopefully this isn't my last baseball game, but we'll find out next year.
Right. You going to St. Mike's?
Yeah, I'm going to St. Mike's, and hopefully I'll play there in the fall, but who knows what.
Okay, obviously, besides that, quite experienced as far as 2 brothers, yourself and then Ryan, you know, both sharing a state championship, and then your father was part of state champion. It's just in the blood for the Sweezies.
Yeah, it's a great family tradition. I don't know, and when he was in left field, that was the best thing, because you knew he was all smiles. That's all he wanted.
You know, like I said, Pat, you know, as far as a coach and a friend, I really appreciate what you've done for Goffstown High School. I'm going to be sad to see you go. It's going to be different. You've 4 years with Pat Sweezy. It's been really something special here at Goffstown High School. So best of luck, Pat.
Thank you, Coach.
Okay. Junior right fielder for the Goffstown Grizzlies. Seth, your bat came up big tonight.
It's about time, Coach. It's about time.
I was going to say that, but you said that.
I don't know. I got some good pitches. Saw some good pitches today, and I made him pay for it.
Absolutely a great feeling as far as, you know, you've been involved with 2 state championships with basketball, now 2 with baseball. I hope it's not finished.
4? Yeah, that's 4, right?
4.
4 you got, Coach.
Yeah, 4. Hopefully it's not finished. You know, you still got another year here, and basketball, and you know, you're coming back strong as far as baseball too. So your career is not done, but experiencing 4 state championships. We just talked to Pat Sweezy about that, and not too many student athletes experience that.
No. Actually, I plan to beat Sweezy. I want to get at least 1 next year, so I beat Sweezy.
I'm not going to ask which one, but we'll get into that later. Like I said, your bat was there, and congratulations, special kid and a great moment.
Thank you, Coach.
All right.
Thank you.
Boff and Mike Kerrigan. Mike, quite a way to finish your career.
Yeah, I am psyched right now. I'm 20-0. I don't know. I'm psyched.
We haven't talked about that much. I mean, we're soaking the state championship here, but you guys have been undefeated, and that in itself is quite an accomplishment.
Yeah, I don't know. People kept asking if it was bothering us or anything, but it didn't do anything to us. We just wanted to keep winning, keep rolling.
It didn't appear that way. You guys came out strong, and obviously having Keith on the mound helps. But you got to have, you know, the fielders and obviously a solid catcher as you are. And how do you feel about leaving, though?
It's sad. I'll see half these guys for Jutris this summer.
Right.
So at least we get to play together then. But after that, it's gonna be rough. Not seeing everybody anymore.
You know, we're gonna miss the Keith Mike battery here, and it's been quite a ride for you two. And where are you heading to college, Mike?
Kobe Sawyer.
Kobe Sawyer. You're gonna play there?
Yeah, most likely.
Okay,
I'll talk to the coach.
It's been a great, as far as great ride seeing you. You've done a great job for the Grizzly baseball tradition here, and best of luck to you, Mike.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Freshman in the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Pat, your first state championship as far as a high school, obviously a special feeling.
If you don't know the feeling, I mean, it's speechless. I mean, words can't express. It's unbelievable.
You know, you played came up with some key plays at third, and you've been solid all year. And like I said, a freshman, you and Jamie, and along with Ryan, have done very well this year as far as helping out the Grizzlies win a state championship. And you're still young, and you got to look forward to a bright future as far as Goffstown High School baseball.
Definitely. I mean, it's unbelievable, and it's incredible.
Well, as Dick commented, you obviously played today. You're dirty, and that shows a good sign of a ball player. And congratulations, Pat. And like I said, future is bright.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes, it is. Thank you very much.
Hey, we have Timmy Moore, the first baseman for the Goffstown Grizzlies. Timmy, you're a senior, closing out your career. Great feeling.
Oh, it is. It's an excellent feeling, actually. Yeah.
We, you know, Jay and I talked about as far as your defensive work at first base. It's really been phenomenal this year, and really showed throughout the playoffs. You're a steady wall over there.
Yeah, I love it. I know how to play it. I like my footwork, and I have a great time playing it, and I think it's what I do best.
It shows, and your bat came up big tonight too.
Yeah, that felt good too, because I needed to break through, because I didn't get to hit last year, so I had to prove that I can hit and just show everyone else that I have it, and think I did a pretty good job.
I spoke to Pat Sweezy about, you know, the brother relationship, and it's got to be a special feeling for you and Jamie to share a state championship.
Oh, it is, and we've never played on the same team together, and it is a great feeling because now we get to share that for the rest of our lives, and that's a great thing.
So I'm going to ask you straight up, who's better, you or Jamie?
Personally, I think he is. He's got the promising career.
I'm just teasing you there. And, great job, Tim, and congratulations. Way to close out a senior year.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thanks.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks
First
a lot.
of all, you know, I'm not being boastful, but a second state championship is quite a feeling. You've repeated, and you know, you've done a tremendous job, and just like sincere congratulations as a friend.
I really appreciate that, Mish. All the support you guys have given the whole community has been outstanding. You know, and it's you get to a game like this and you see the crowd and how much they want it for you and want it to happen. Goffstown's an amazing place, and when you're successful, it's just an experience for everybody, which is wonderful.
Right, and you know, Jay and I, JP, my brother, up in the booth, have commented so many times as far as the Goffstown faithful coming to support no matter what it is, and hat goes off to the Goffstown community.
Absolutely, it really is a state championship for everybody, and these kids have worked so hard, and to get to this level and to be able to celebrate it with the fans and everyone is an incredible feeling.
It is a special feeling. I mean, you see the stands right here just loaded, and I remember going to UNH and the whole side of the fans, and you commented when you were coming as far as doing the announcing, how great a feeling it is, that your support that you get.
Absolutely. When they flooded the floor in Durham and out to the field, it's just incredible. It's nothing like it. You know, the kids realize that there's a reason for working so hard and doing the right thing all the time, and it pays dividends. It really does.
Absolutely. And to go undefeated, I talked to one of your players. I mean, you're celebrating a state championship, but what is hidden is that you guys went undefeated, and that's a great accomplishment in itself.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, perfect season. We tried to block it out so long, and now to look back and celebrate something, it's so hard to do every time out, you know, and you're going to get see different pitching all the time, and guys get hurt, and you mix up the lineup. But for these kids to play the way they have and to go 20-0 is amazing.
It really doesn't hurt to have Keith Poppin on the mound, does it?
No, it doesn't, you know, and I also want to credit Jamie, who got us there as well, and Sweezy and some of the other pitchers all year. Jamie was outstanding this tournament and put us in a position so we could come with Keith, and it was Keith's game. I knew we'd do well having our ace on the hill.
Obviously, we want to mention your assistant coaches have done a great job, and you know, all the credit, usually the credit goes to the head coach, but you know as well as I know that's not the case.
Not at all. Matt Leonard has scouted from day one, even before we started our tournament, heading up to Berlin, heading up to Lebanon. He has been just outstanding for us, and this is a game of statistics, so without that we would not have been successful. I thought the coaching staff really prepared these kids and put them in a winning situation, bouncing ideas off Coach Benson. The two, it's just a great combination for us, and having those, the three of us to work together and talk things out really helps. I think it instills confidence in the kids, knowing that we know what we're doing and we're preparing them, you know, in the best way possible.
Well, you know, and I know, as far as you know, you got to be prepared. You know, you could have all the talent in the world, which you guys definitely were talented this year. But if you don't prepare yourself, you're really not going to go anywhere.
No, not at all. And certainly about preparation. And I thought we did a good job of that. And the kids just believed in our system and the program. And certainly it's given us our second straight title, which is amazing.
Quick question: who paid for the plane trip up to Berlin for Matt Leonard? School budget?
That comes out of the Frank McBride budget. He's trying to wheel some things there. You know, Coach Leonard did okay for himself at the end of the season with some, I think it's 39 cents a mile now.
That's fantastic. What about coming back, Coach? I don't want to put you on the spot, but the rumor is there. You're going to take some time to think about it, or?
A little bit, yeah. I want to let my kids know soon and not linger too much, because you know, it's important to them and to myself to bring closure to it, because I don't want the kids to have to worry about that, and that's something we've really deflected all season. So probably I would announce to them first in the team meeting this week and just give it some time. I certainly wouldn't. We're not going to take anything away from tonight and what we've done, and you know, we're going to go from there. But.
And if I mean, if it is closure and you decide to pursue other things as far as getting your master's with other things, I just like to say congratulations. You've done a great job with the program here. Obviously, back-to-back state championship, and as I said, as a friend, you know, really, really great job.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I really do.
Eddie Coulomb right here, state championship, Eddie, and saw in the paper there, Player of the Year. It's been quite a senior year for you and a baseball career.
Yeah, it's been a great year. You know, I had a great regular season. I didn't know until yesterday that I was Player of the Year, which kind of explains why I saw some of the pitching I did in the state tournament. But, you know, our bottom of the order picked it up, just like our top of the order picked it up all throughout the year, and we came up champions.
Well, I think that's a key, as you said, all through the year. It hasn't been one player, two players, and you've had a solid lineup throughout as far as defensively, offensively. offensively, and you got a great bench, and that's why you stay champions.
Oh, definitely. You know, our top of the order came up big in the regular season, got us 16-0. You know, Jamie and the bottom of the order came up huge for us in the playoffs. You know, they won these 4 games. You know, they won us the championship.
Special feeling. I mean, reading through the yearbook that you guys had, you know, this one was for your uncle and stuff like that, and I'm sure he's looking down on you right now, and it's, as I said, a special feeling.
Oh, definitely a special feeling. You know, win a championship was one thing. Win it back-to-back is another thing. And, you know, my dad told me that when he saw Player of the Year in the paper that my uncle would be proud, and I know he would, you know. And this was just for all those people that we miss. You know, Jen, my grandfather, my uncle, you know, everybody that's gone.
So you're closing on a career here, as I talked about, you know, with the other seniors, a special feeling right now, but you're walking away, I'm sure, with a little tear in your eye, too.
Definitely. You know, I've been playing with those 6 seniors since I was 9, 10 years old, and, you know, going off to college next year at New Haven, I'm not going to be playing any baseball with them anymore, you know, and it's definitely brings a tear to my eye. You know, the bus ride home, I'll definitely savor it with these guys, and we'll go out tonight. You know, it'll probably be our last night as a baseball team together. You know, I'm just going to miss them. It's a great group of kids.
Right, and that's, you know, I talked about too. It's, you know, you got to have the team chemistry, and you guys had it this year. You guys, you know, you got along. It appeared that everybody, you know, was there for one another, no matter what the circumstances, and that's how you win state championships.
Yeah, you know, I picked up people when they made errors, and they picked me up when I made errors, and, you know, I was a bench, you know, Sakely kept everybody up every game, you know, and when he batted, you know, we picked him up. You know, just everybody picked everybody up. I mean, I think this is the best team chemistry I've ever seen a team I've played on. You know, it's just unbelievable.
Well, congratulations again, Eddie, and best of luck in college, and go to it, all right? Nick Sakely, Nick, I guess the baseball player cheerleader for the Goffstown Grizzlies, right? He did a great job this year.
I was. I just keeping everybody upbeat because, you know, intensity is a key in winning all of our games. Against Berlin, we were down, brought the intensity up. We came and beat them out. So it's keep the intensity going. Everybody stay awake.
It's got to be a special feeling, Nick, with all you've been through as far as injuries and personal stuff. And you know, I'm happy for you, and I know everybody has a special place in their heart for Nick Sakely.
Thanks. Yeah, you know, it's part of life, I guess. I don't know. I guess the more stuff that happens to you, the more you learn, and it just helps you in life. So I just take it with a grain of salt, you know. I'm here to play baseball and have fun and experience this championship, which is amazing, you know. It makes up for everything else that's gone wrong, I guess.
And, you know, adversity builds character, and I'm sure you've had a lot of character building through the years.
You could say that. You could say that. But I'm just like to be here and win this championship was just awesome.
Okay, and my hat goes off to you. You're ending your career, and got to be a special feeling. You're leaving your seniors, and you guys will always have that special bond.
Yeah, I'm playing ball with these guys since I was 12 years old when I moved here from Manchester, and we've been friends ever since. And it's gonna be hard, but we can always come back home and hang out, you know. So it's been great.
You're gonna attend college?
Yeah, I'm going to Johnson Wales University in Providence, studying international business. I plan on trying out down there. I talked with the coach, so.
Okay, congratulations, Nick, and best of luck. Assistant coach Matt Benson right here, back-to-back state championships, Matt. Got to be a special feeling.
Oh, it was very special. This one was a little bit harder than the first one. The first one just seems like it just happened, and we knew what we were doing each step of the way, but this one was a struggle, but just as enjoyable as the first.
A little more, you know, as you just alluded to, as far as the pressure, you guys coming in this year were expected to win a state championship, and that's a lot harder to do when you're not expected.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we just knew we were scared of Plymouth, Monadnock, teams like that. We knew were coming back were just as loaded as we were, and you know, we struggled a little bit with our bats in the tournament, but the guys stepped up and they knew what was at stake.
You know, I talked to Jason as far as you know, head coach gets, you know, usually accolades as far as winning, but you and Matt Leonard have been an integral part of the state championship.
Oh yeah, I mean, Lenny's unbelievable. He just does all the scouting. He's a super scout, and he's just unbelievably well prepared. And Jason and I work together, talking every night, who's going to do what, just trying to put kids in the best situation. And but it is the kids that ultimately get it done.
Right, and you know, we talked about Jason. I talked to him as far as, you know, he could be done, could not be. Are you ready to step in if you get the nod from the bullpen? Or what?
Oh, maybe, yeah. You know, I'm going to look at my options and talk to Jason and maybe go for there. But I'd like your job too.
Oh, after this season, you might have it. I don't know. Goffstown crowd's on me, but you know, again, congratulations, special feeling, and okay.
All right, thanks.
There it is. There's the plaque right there. Well, here we're closing up the state championship for the Goffstown Grizzlies here. It's been quite a ride here, and you've experienced, what, 4 state championships? So,
how about them Grizzlies?
How about those Grizzlies? The key tonight, obviously, was Keith Potvin.
Keith Potvin was phenomenal, I'll tell you. Like, it's like vintage Keith Potvin. He just got stronger as the game went on. So are the Mosquitoes, but 18 strikeouts, just 2-hitter. One of them was really only a legit hit, that first hit of the game, basically, and the other one was an infield kind of nubber that Trevor Hall just couldn't get the throw over there in time. So just phenomenal. I think he had 2 walks. Don't quote me on that, but Monadnock, the other pitcher played well, just ran into trouble in that 6th inning.
Right.
So hats off to the Grizzlies, and the seniors finally really came around, as they've been kind of struggling with the bats a little bit early on in this tournament, and they showed up to play tonight.
I agree with that. Timely hitting, and that's important in a state championship run. And voice of the Grizzlies, and you'll be back definitely. As far as,
You got it. Yeah.
And Jay Perrin may be closing out his career. Special feeling for him if it is the end.
There's some rumors, but we'll see what happens. But definitely special career. You can't go out any better for the seniors and Coach Perrin if this is his last year. So.
And last thank you to Disney Dick and Heather French for bringing the games to the Goffstown community, which they supported the Grizzlies well. Disney's fighting the Mosquitoes here along with everybody else, so the camera might be going up and down. I don't know.
Good job yourself working on your birthday, so we appreciate that. So for Dave Michaud, JP Michaud, that'll wrap it up for GTV. Thanks for joining us, and congratulations, Goffstown Grizzlies. Back-to-back 2000-2001 champions.
Certainly, Dick Agate and the crew, shows, Heather French, all the people that covered the game with the video. It's been great. I really think Goffstown runs a first-class operation, and for them to be there every home game and all the playoff games, even tonight, the captain's working at our at our banquet doing this. And you have to certainly, but we really appreciate that. And his wife, who allows him to do all these things and is supportive of them. Speaking of which, I want to thank my wife Heather for coming tonight, just being so supportive all season long, and for all my 6 years here. It's been great. I really owe her a lot, so thank you, Heather. So many people are part of the program, and I don't think they realize it. People like Linda Pepper in the office who lets me know when the kids need me to talk to them. Nancy West, who I see daily, I have seen daily from March on, and I'm always bugging her about something, making sure this is seventh place or an umpire's going to show, or just she takes care of the coolers and the ice, and just is always on top of things, and she just works so so hard. And I really appreciate that because it's motivated me to do the same. And you are it's such a blessing to have in our school. Also, Frank McBride, our athletic director. We've had his support from the get-go, and I've kind of just talking to a lot of coaches who talk about athletic directors. They seem to say that an athletic director will favor one sport over another. A sport that he or she may like seems to cater to more often, and that's never the case. Every sport at Goffstown High School gets its due attention, and Frank's been super with all the sports, especially baseball. I really appreciate that. The parents, I said this last night, and I want to reiterate that you've been fantastic. The car washes, the concessions, sponsoring your kids to go to Connecticut, the preseason trip. It's just been great. Your support at the games, going to the games, and just means so much to us. And you're a big part of our fan base, and it was nice. A lot of you came out on the road and followed the team. And we were pretty far away from Fall Mountain and some of those trips. It's just been great having you on, so I appreciate that. And I just think it builds so much. As far as the program goes, it's really strengthened by all of you. And that's what makes it first class, and that's what makes us successful. So, the last two people I'd like to thank are Matt Benson and Matt Leonard, my assistant coaches. Again, we talked about this last time. Matt Leonard went out on the road. He went to Lebanon to scout the early game, gave us some information on the Oyster River, and then he went again in scouting in Berlin, in Fall Mountain the year before. So that kind of dedication is just amazing to me. Coach Benson has been with me 6 years and has been fantastic. I really enjoy bouncing ideas off of him. He brings a lot of sense to the program, and he's a winner. He's done a lot of great things in head coaching roles, in probably a lot of different sports. So it's just so good having him. And good. I didn't get a chance last night. I'm not going to do all kinds of numbers, but I did want to just kind of go through our order. And a lot of the kids, before every game, we give them a scouting report, and the coaches will get together, we'll type it out and give that to them. I don't know how much it does for them. We think it's preparing as much as we can. I know our catcher, Michael, has studied it and worked hitters with it. And I think some pitchers look at it. I'm not sure about a lot of the players as far as what they actually take from it. And someone talked to me about what a scouting report might look like against Goffstown, and I thought about that a lot, about how I want, if I had to play Goffstown, what I would do, and it's just, I really began taking a step back and looking at this team and just how talented these players were, where their weaknesses were, because there were so few. And to give any other team in Class I a scouting report on Goffstown is, basically you're sending them into the slaughterhouse, because it's just weaknesses, and if I had look down this list at our order, lineups, it's amazing to me. So if there were a scouting report about varsity baseball, and we were reading through it, it might be something like this. We got here, number 10, Pat Sweezy. He's hit .422 this season. 27 hits, 21 runs, a triple, a home run, 14 stolen bases. He's on base 44% of the time he gets up. Tremendous speed, so he's a base stealing threat. Defensively, he's going to cut down balls, so we're not going to be able to advance any balls hitting the gap. He's going to come off. He's got a cannon for an arm, and if he comes in relief, the game's pretty much over. So, I wish my kids good luck against this kid, because he's just a fantastic player. I want to highlight some of the things he's done. was 3 for 4 against Bishop Brady, 2 runs, stolen base. Against Lebanon, 2 for 4 with a triple, 2 runs, an RBI. He also pitched that game, struck out 8, only gave up 4 hits in 6 innings. Against Conval, that Conval was a big game for us. That was 1 versus 2. At the time, he went 4 for 5 with a home run, 2 runs, and 3 RBIs. Had a hit in the semifinals. It was just outstanding for us all year. Against Kearsarge, 3 for 5 last game of the season. 2 runs, 2 stolen bases, and an RBI. He also pitched, only giving up 2 runs, 3 hits, struck out 9, and 1 hit. He has not been defeated on the mound in 2 years, and really set the table for us offensively. I couldn't ask for a better leadoff hitter over the past season. First-team All-State selection, so that would probably be on the scouting report as well. If you're able to get by Pat, you have to fix a lefty, number 15, Jamie Warren. He hit 405 this season, 15 hits, scored 14 runs. And is on base 49% of the time that he hits up. He's second-team All-State. He has the best pickoff move of any pitcher, I think, in the state of New Hampshire. And I just have not seen better. So if we get to first base against him, which is doubtful, but if we do, we're not going to leave him. We'll probably take a couple steps off and move to the next hitter to try to move this over. Because he's just picked off so many kids. He was 6-0 this season. He only gave up 5 runs all year, 3 of them earned. He started 6 games, completed 5 of them. He gave up only 19 hits in those games, struck out 69 kids while giving up only 8 walks. His ERA is 0.56, so the chances of us going to run this game are minimal. Some of his highlights. Against Goffstown, his first varsity start. He blanked him. He had 0 runs on throwing a 2-hitter, struck out 11. Against Bishop Brady at Brady, again 0 runs, 4 hits this time, struck out 13 in the game. He pitched against Fall Mountain in what a game that they probably should have won to keep the points that he had. It was unbelievable there. It was a very tough place to play, and the fans were on something fierce. Just all over him from the start. He was around it all. Struck out 11 in 6 2/3, and the Sweezers were leading 1-5-4 and got the win again. He struck out 16 kids against Raymond in the week game win. Struck out 10 again against Brady, who had already seen once. We won 7-1. That's not even mentioning how the tournament. Against Oyster River in what could have been an upset in our season. He was unbelievable. 2 for 3 at the plate, scored the only run of the ball game, had a double on the stolen base. His pitching line, 0 runs, 2 hits, 12 strikeouts, 0 walks. Semifinals, a game we needed to have, and we needed him to go, give us 5 quality innings to get to the finals, we felt. He went 2 for 3 with a double and RBI at the plate, scored. And his pitching line, 2 runs on 5 hits, struck out 11 against the final 14. That was just outstanding. And he deserved, in my opinion, to be a first-team All-State, but it's tough when those things come around. He will have an outstanding career, and we're really proud of how we on our team, Jamie Warren. And now, as part of the scouting report, we're into the power slot. The kids that have played on the varsity for 4 years. The third hitter you'll see in the Goffstown lineup, number 12, Eddie Cool. He hit .510 on the season with 26 hits, 18 runs, 2 doubles, and 9 stolen bases. He's on base 48% of the time. He is Class I Player of the Year. He's been nominated by coaches in our region for high school All-American. Highlight games. 2 for 3 against Conval, 2 runs stolen base. 3 for 3 against Berlin, 4 runs, a double, 2 RBIs. 2 for 3 against Southeastern, 2 for 3 against Fall Mountain, 3 for 5, 3 runs, 2 doubles, 4 RBIs against Milford, 3 for 4 against Conval, 2 for 2 against Kingsville, double, 2 runs. Southeastern, 2 for 4, 1 double, stolen base RBI, 2 for 3, double, 4 RBIs, including a game winner against Hanover. These are all multiple hit games. We left out the games we only got 1 hit in. Against Berlin in the quarters, they intentionally walk in because they know it's such a threat to play. Scored a run in the semis, 1 for 3 in the finals. An unbelievable player. The best baseball player Goffstown has, as far as a pure baseball player goes, has had an outstanding career and is captain of the Grizzlies. Defensively, candy for an arm, moves very well, and not many baseball players get by him in the whole or off the middle. Good body consistency. Thank you. Now the cleanup hitter, number 18, Keith Poppy, also a nomination for High School All-American. Junior year, he was New Hampshire Player of the Year. That's the best player in New Hampshire, not just Class I. Offensive numbers, I say dipped a little from last year, but pretty much they could only go down after the year. 496. He had 300 this year, scored 18 runs, had 18 RBIs, and was on base 48% of the time. On the mound, if we see him, we're not going to win. 6-0. 6 games started, 5 of them completed. 74 strikeouts, 14 walks, 1.51 ERA. Highlight games. Against Conval in the opener, he had 1 run, 15 strikeouts, complete game win. Cole Brown 2 for 2, 2 runs and a triple, 3 RBIs. Pitched against Berlin in his second start. Gave up 5 hits, struck out 5, and 3 in his pitch. We won 16 to 3. The only game they were complete. Against Southeastern, a quality team, quarterfinal team. 3 hits, struck out 9, complete game win. And it was up to that point where he wasn't even throwing hard yet in the season. And then he came in against Fall Mountain when we were down early, and it could have been our 1 loss of the year. He went 3 for 3 with 2 runs. He hit a home run to take the lead in that game. 2 RBIs. He pitched against Milford, struck out 14 in a complete game win, went 2 for 4 with 2 runs and 2 RBIs at the plate. Against Conval, again, very tough team, struck out 18 kids, complete game win. Against Southeastern, at Southeastern, a very tough place to play. Gave up just 2 earned runs, struck out 13, complete game win. On top of which, he pitched against Berlin in the quarters, 1 run on 5 hits, struck out 14. Championship game in Monadnock, an unbelievable performance. Went 2 for 3 at the plate with a run and a double. 0 runs, gave up 2 hits, struck out 18 and walked 1. This kid is an amazing player. He's going to go on to UConn on scholarship, and will be drafted one day. Just an incredible player and a great person. There are a lot of good coaches in Class I think some outstanding coaches who change scouting reports, talk baseball a lot, look for weaknesses. Guys like Bill Dodd from Southeastern is one of them. Tom Underwood from Plymouth, another. Chip Skelly from Kingsville. These guys know baseball, and they are New Hampshire baseball. And when they talk, and they look for weaknesses, and we talk about these different things, a key to any successful team is protecting superstar players. So Keith protects Eddie. You can't walk Keith because now you can't walk Eddie because now you have to face Keith. Okay, now you get to 5. You can't walk Keith because you have to get to the next one in the lineup, number 9, Seth Heaney. Hit 415 on the year. Had 22 hits, scored 17 runs, 5 doubles, drew 8 walks, stole 9 bases, and had 23 RBIs to lead the team. He's on base, 492 on base percentage. He is an all-state honorable mention. Highlight games for Seth. 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs against Conval. 2 for 3 with a double, stolen base, 2 RBIs against Bull Brown. 2 for 3, 2 runs, including a home run, 5 RBIs against Berlin. 2 for 3 against Lebanon RBI, 2 for 3 against Southie, 2 for 4 against Milford, 3 runs, 3 RBIs. 2 for 4, 2 runs, including a home run against Kearsarge, 3 RBIs. He was just outstanding all year long. 1 for 3 with an RBI in the quarters against Berlin, 2 for 3 in the semis with a run, and 2 for 3 with a double, 2 runs and an RBI in the championship game. He will be one of the leaders of the team next year, and he's one tough hitter. If you need anything out of the plate, especially fastball, he's going to crush it. You think, especially, this isn't a slam on class, because I think it happens in all the classes, but the first 3 or 4 hitters are usually your deadly hitters, and then it drops off. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. I mean, it just it's as strong right through top to bottom. Person that protects that, number 14, Mike Carrick, captain, anchors the defense for the Grizzlies. A strong arm, throws a lot of guys out on the standing state tournament last year, and duplicated that all during the season of this year. Hit 375 with 18 hits, scored 15 runs, drew 8 walks, had 15 RBIs, and was on base 47% of the time. He knows the game probably better than any player on the team as far as how to work hitters, the preparation it takes to be successful in games every time out, and he is the backbone in pitching performances. He leads that pitching staff. So he's a kid that demands respect, and that pitching staff really listens to what he calls. I don't think I saw a kid shake Michael off. Maybe once, but I think I called that pitch. I don't think they shook him off once. It's just outstanding. Against Berlin, 3 for 4, 2 runs, stolen base with 3 RBIs. I thought that was a touchdown. Against Milford, 2 for 4, 3 RBIs. Against Raymond, 2 for 3, 3 runs and RBI. 3 for 5 against Conrail, double, triple, 3 RBIs. Against Southie, again, 2 for 4 with an RBI. Berlin, 2 for 2, a run, a double, a walk, an RBI in the championship game. He had an unbelievable squeeze bunt that I think put them out for their team. Picked up a big RBI there. He has been an outstanding leader for Goffstown, and as I said before, if I was doing this kind of people, I'd like to see him graduate. But personally, no, I really should. The next hitter, we kidded Tim Warren. For some reason, whenever we were at Souhegan, he was out on. And as I said before, Bill Dodd's a big scouting report guy. He and I talk a lot, we exchange things. And I said, well, at least they won't have anything on me because they haven't seen you play too often. But had a fantastic year. And offensively put up big numbers. The numbers he was capable of putting up, yeah, he did. And was just tremendous at first base. I mean, defensively, he was sparkling. He turned a lot of errors into outs, and that saved us in countless games. He hit 344, scored 9 runs, drew 11 walks, had 12 RBIs on base, 51% of the time. Highlight games for 10 against Berlin, 2 for 3 with a run, including a home run and 5 RBIs. 5 RBIs, that's impossible to get. Southie, 1 for 1 with a run, double, 2 RBIs. Kingsville, 1 for 2 with a run, stolen base, RBI. He picked the right time to shine, too. And unbelievable. If it was a tournament team, state tournament, he would definitely get on. Quarterfinals against Berlin, he was 1 for 3. In the semis, he was outstanding defensively and went 2 for 3 with a run and 2 RBIs. And went 1 for 3 with a huge double and an RBI, and that ended up being the game winner. Has had a fantastic season, and is just a tremendous hitter and a great player. Tim. hit 409 as a freshman in the regular season. 44 at-bats, hit 18 hits. He scored 7 runs, 2 doubles, drew 6 walks, and 9 stolen bases, and is on base for 1 year. So had just a tremendous season. It called up to varsity. He played 2 for 3 against Conval and RBI. 1 for 2 against Cole Brown. A home run and 2 RBIs. 2 for 2 against Brady. 2 for 3 against South Beacon and Delaware. 3 for 3 against Starkville with a run, 5 stolen bases and an RBI. 3 for 3 against Brady. Quarterfinals he shined, 1 for 1, stolen base RBI. Semifinals again, 1 for 3 with an RBI. Turned the sparkling double play in the championship game, and just always came to play. One of the hardest working kids on our team. Pass it on. Next player in the lineup, number 6, Trevor Hall, sophomore. Tremendous defensive skills, great hands, moves very well left to right. Really plays well with Eddie up the middle, and he just doesn't make any mistakes defensively. Hit 298, just below 300 in his first full season offensively with the Grizzlies. 14 hits, scored 11 runs. And was struck out 4 times in almost 50 at-bats. Some highlight games for him. And it's gone about 1 for 2, a run, RBI. It's led 1 for 3, 2 stolen bases in a run. 1 for 3 with a triple and fall out. Triple that basically got us going, got us back into the ball game. 1 for 3 against Milford, 1 stolen base. Stock 2 for 4, 2 runs. Rainey 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs. 2 for 4 against Conval, a huge game away. 2 for 4 against Kingswood with a run, 3 stolen bases and an RBI. He is going to be an impact player next year in this program. He's a tremendous baseball player, and super quick on base paths, base stealing threat, and just an outstanding baseball player. Trevor Hall.
Kind of big face, huh?
Next player in the lineup, pretty much DH for most of the season. He had been hurt and out of the lineup. Projected starter at third. Injuries held him back, and it's just come on so strong as of late. And that's number 22 big safety. Finished the season with 400. Scored 3 runs. This is limited at bats here. Drew 3 walks, did not strike out. 625 on base percentage. Was instrumental in helping in this little championship. Motivating the dugout. Whenever he got his chance, he always did so well. 1 for 1 against Conval with 1 RBI. 1 for 2 with an RBI against Brady. Against Kingswood 1 for 4, 2 runs, a double, and 2 RBIs. Again, here's a kid that took his senior year, had some tough bumps along the way, and made it count, especially in the tournament. Against Summersville, 2 for 3. In the championship game, 1 for 3 with a huge RBI. It was great having him on the team, and he was just an intense player, and really got the crowd motivated, and as well as the ball club. And safety. Next player, number 20, Tim Lavanda. This year, backup catcher for Goffstown. Saw limited action, but was definitely coming off the bench as far as a pinch hitter was concerned. It was a coach that did it twice to call him. He would have been putting off the bench in those roles. He will be an impact player, I think, next year, pitching wise, and when it comes to the defensive situations. Strong, throws the ball really hard, still winning the game, I think, and had a hidden RBI against Raymond. Just a kid that you want in your program, very tough and strong, and I think he's bided his time long enough, and I think he's going to shine next year as a senior. you asked this next player to do, he always did it just quickly, efficiently, very smart, intelligent person, and a smart baseball player. Hit .333 in some limited at-bats this season. Talked about number 17, Matt Nilsson. Came in relief against Kearsarge and put out a fire there. Just did really well when he got his chances. Always hit the ball hard, was into the game. He was another coach, I think, with us. Did a lot of the pitch charts, really studied the pitch charts and listened and provided us with a lot of information. It was just outstanding having him. I think he's going to be the type of player that will have a great senior year, will help this program, and we've talked about this before. We have a lot of players just waiting and biding their time to get in because we're so talented. Coach Betts and I had a conversation at dinner with Ryan Sweezy and explained, it's no offense against the seniors because you're all unbelievable players, but you played on the varsity as freshmen because we weren't that good. We weren't that good. And I think we talked about this last year. I mean, there wasn't anybody else to pick. That was it. It was just you guys. So for some of these younger guys, including some of the sophomores and juniors, it's hard giving you time because of the type of season we've had and there's so much talent in this program. But you're now going to have your chance to really prove what you can do. And you being on this team is really something to be proud of because of how talented we were. And I think that Matt will have a great season senior year. I see him going on and coaching him there. I hope he does because I think he's got a lot to offer the game. And he's just got the right attitude, the right frame of mind. He models good behavior. There's another kid that does the right thing all the time. And just happy to have him. And I thought he had a great year with us. Matt was sure it's probably here. Maybe he is here. Again, I talked a little bit last night about this, where sometimes it's difficult to make a transition from one program to another, from one high school to another. And I think Pat had to feel his way through that and learn our system, which isn't always an easy system to get accustomed to it. And you really do try to run a tight ship and do things a certain way. So it's going to take time to adapt to that. And I think he saw he was in a situation, this no offense against the junior program, where he was once a player that impacted and saw a lot of time, and he really had to work this year to be a part of the mix. And I think that was difficult and an adjustment for him. I know that he could have, again, a breakout season his senior year, whether that's somewhere second, pitching, third, somewhere in the infield. I think he could sure he could find time to see meaningful innings. And it's really been part of the Goffstown tradition. And I think it is a tradition now that's established, and I think he fits right in. Did very well in the relief appearance against Lebanon to release Weezy and hold on in that game. And against Stark, he went 1 for 3 with 2 runs, stole base and RBI. And in that left game, he gave up 8 runs, gave up just 1 hit, struck out 2 balls. So he had the chances he had, he did very well with, and I think that he'll contribute next year. This player, next player, number 8, Nate Corson, hit 400 done regular season, 2 for 5, had 2 runs. Was one of the first guys we called off the bench as far as pitch run, tremendous speed, gifted arm. He's a great athlete, and I think he will rival his brother as he goes through his journey through Goffstown High School as far as championships, impact player of the program, and Matt, his older brother, was an all-stater and just enjoyed tremendous success. Looking over his shoulder because Nate is right behind him. He is a tremendous athlete and impact programs that he's involved with next year. On base 40% of the time, has sole base and RBI. He scored a run against Berlin, was 2 for 4 against Lebanon with a run, stolen base, and RBI. He scored a run against Milford and against South Indian, and the South Indian game was a big game for us. He scored a tiny run in the Berlin on a squeeze play, and again in the championship scored. And it was just great to have on our ball club. Great sense of humor. It was just a pleasure to be around. I think a lot of Nate and his family. So Nate's going to be a kid that will have an excellent career and will be an outstanding player with the possibility of being a star one day. Nate Coach. And last, but certainly not least, in this on this ball club is I think of him as prime time. Number 11, Ryan Sweezy. Again, great athlete, good speed, pretty good arm, knows situations well. When we were in the semifinals in that close game, it's I think 4-1 or 4-2, and we used them defensively, and let me try the game right. It was a line drive pitch to him, and he probably could have laid out and possibly made the catch, but we talked about not taking chances when you're holding the lead. And as soon as the ball was hit, Coach Benson and I saying, don't die, don't die. And it looked like he wanted to, but he just played an unbelievably smart game. Kept the ball in front of him. He did that against Fall Mountain in the game when we needed him to come up big. He did play right field. Was all over the place, saved the run there. That could have cost us the game. Just an outstanding defensive game there. And against some sort of Monadnock, he was just great, especially against some sort of keeping the balls in front of him. Just you could use him as a base stealing threat, pretty good hitter, and again, just as a freshman, the difference between right now between Ryan and Pat is Ryan was on an outstanding team this year in his freshman year, which is like we talked about. Pat wasn't, his freshman year, that's the difference as far as playing time for some of these younger guys. But they certainly play at the level, or they wouldn't be here. And he will have 3 years if he does the right things in a starting impact role somewhere on the varsity baseball field. So it's great having him. His attitude was outstanding all year, and it's just been fantastic. Ryan Susie. So just going through that, no weaknesses in the lineup. Pitching's outstanding, defense is outstanding. It's no secret why this team wants 1-0. Off the bench they have weapons, speed, good relief pitching, defensive replacements. There's just no holes, no gaps, and you just seldom see that. It's not just a record of being undefeated. It's the fact that you have so much depth in this program. There's always a weapon. Someone's going to lift us. And that's what gets you through a season and keeps you undefeated, because you're not going to have your A game every time out. Guys have to pick each other up, and we've talked about that, and they've done that. I do want to recognize the behind-the-scenes people as well. This first girl started out working we call it the press box. It's just she announced the lineups and gave it that first-class feel about going over to PA and just moving right in. She worked the scoreboard, and when tournament time rolled around, she didn't have to do that, and she became our second manager and started to win the game, and she'll be the future manager of the team. We're just very happy to have her in the program in the middle of something. Allison DeSantis. Our other manager has been sensational. She really is an extra coach on the bench. We talked to her about what kids did in their last at bat. If someone's, we have a person that charts that as well, but she's right on because she's looking for it right away, and she gives that. She saved us as far as counts go. Where umpires will say people that are paid to do this, she'll go right on the dot. It's a 2-1 count, a 1-2 count. Frenches are here. Another young lady I'd like to recognize, her first year with the varsity, basically came and we talked to her a little bit about how she could help, how she could be part of the program. And we had a manager who now had a person doing the announcing on the scoreboard. I was hoping that we could get people to work the cameras for the games and get these games on television, give these kids as much exposure as we could, and really put Goffstown High School out there. And she was great with that. She was a videographer as a freshman. I had her in English class, and we had a project where she worked really hard on that. She just knows the equipment well and just did a great job. And I know the dad was happy to have her on board, and we're very fortunate to have the French. That boy, everyone's favorite player here? Yeah, same here. How did you pick up today in your playoff game? You won? I hope my wife and I stay around the area and for a long time, and I get to see this kid grow up and play sports, because I just have a good feeling that he'll one day be a sensational player. Not that he's already, but when he gets to the high school level, I just can't wait to watch him play and see how he does. We kind of have a running joke that the kids that graduate and receive the next person coming up are the ones we use to motivate the guys that are in the season present. When guys like Eric Greavy and Brad Abel were here, they sort of set a standard. So we could yell at Keith Potvin and Michael and guys like that and say, when Eric Greavy was here, he hustled, he did everything he took. Now that when Keith moves on, I can yell at Jamie and say, when Keith Potvin was here, he did everything that we wanted to do. And it'll just be a cycle. And I think Stephen French will be one of those kids. And if we would have it down there, I might bring one for her. He's great. I mean, he's a part of Goffstown Research and a part of this high school and very much a part of this team. It's wonderful to have him go out when we announce the lineups, and he comes out and he's hitting knuckles with the guys and he sits with the players and talks with them and fools around the dugout with them. He's one of the boys. And it's wonderful. So we want him to have a championship jacket. Goffstown baseball. And his Stephen French has won 2 state championships. He's in the 3rd grade. French #1, and here's the 2000 state championship patch and the 2001 state championship patch. Stephen French. That is it for me. I did want to introduce Frank McBride. He was going to say a couple of words, and he had a really good idea. We have a signed baseball from the whole team to give to Frank and to Nancy, and we have a sweatshirt also, Goffstown baseball with your daddy's name on it too. We really appreciate it. Look into that if that's the direction we want to go. Then we'll do that. The booster follow-up on Frank in advance for Lydia Peaches. It was a surprise. I told the kids if we have success and do well, I'm not sure if boosters can help us this year. And she said that they would take care of anything I wanted to get, and I just feel so fortunate that they're able to do that again. And we're very lucky. And then we'll just have a sort of a party there. We'll meet in the locker room, clean it out one last time, and just talk. And yes, okay. So there's that. Hey, little Stephen French's home run derby money. Okay, and everyone's out. I'll give you $5, $10, and his parents have a $300 bill. So let's make sure he gets that home run derby. And that's it. Thanks a lot. One thing before I have Mr. McBride up for the Mr. Heaney has offered to mount those baseballs. He did this with Seth last year with his championship ball and Monadnock the wooden plaque.
We're going with marble this year. They're 23 cents. I thought it was
I agree. We have the 2 cases. I think that's a great idea. I love to do it. I definitely want the baseball to run. I'm going to be able to keep to do that if you want. Mr. Heaney to do that. Please bring both cases over to him. You can give it to him and he'll do it and make sure we get it at some point.
But he's only Friday.
Okay.
And I asked him to do it today. Once they were done laughing, they phoned back. Not my day, they said they'd try and do it Friday. I think that's probably good.
Thank you. Is that all right with everyone? I'm going to close over there then and thanks. Actually, you guys wouldn't mind, because Mr. Crab's going to call you. All right, forget it. Go ahead. No, it's all about you.
It's on for coach.
Okay. Just like to say thank you to all the coaches and everybody for everything. And we had a little something for all the coaches.
Even though he ripped on us. Coach.
We have fancy come up first.
Coach Parent, as a token of our appreciation for another great season, the 2001 Class I State Champions would like you to accept the following gift. We have intended for this gift to be used for a nice weekend in New York City for you and your wife. You have been gracious enough to take the team twice, but some have never taken you. Thank you very, very much. That's unbelievable. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Byron.
This is either going to flop or go big, one or the other. And it's painfully obvious that he is signally perfect. I'm sure it's difficult to live with him. And I spoke way too much last night. I had this idea that I'm sure a lot of other people have a lot of great thoughts in their mind, and maybe they would like to share it at this time before this night is over. And I also was just thinking, you can kind of rip him too, because he's too perfect, so I'll give an example. And I hate his example using Tim again, but
You start me out again.
Tim, did you stand up for a second? Do you think this body can suicide squeeze? What was he thinking? That's swing away if I ever start. just be restated, but it's worth restating. How incredible. Today, 3:30 or 4, whenever I was going home to get ready, Jay was on his computer printing out things that he handed out today. It doesn't end. He is the most prepared coach I've ever seen. And we've had unbelievable coaches at Goffstown High School. Just the most prepared. And then if you just throw all that aside, he's probably the nicest person I've ever met. So just, he's perfect. So if anyone else wants to make fun of him, or just share a thought or a comment, I thought this would be a nice time. Seth.
No, seriously. I just want to say thanks to the seniors. You know, like we've been going up together. I played you guys since I was, I don't know, 6, 7 years old, running around looking at playing baseball. I just think it's real cool how we went out on top. I think perfect way to end all of our shit. Not to take time of the next year, but it's cool that the team that I started with went out on top. That's really cool. I also want to thank Mr. Kuhn because I don't know, he pretty much took us all under his wing. We're just little guys, not throw the ball around.
Kick the crap out of us.
And Mr. and Mrs. Kerrigan, I'm pretty sure they've seen every single of my bats since I was in 6th grade. So I'm pretty sure they've seen it every hit I've gotten them pretty much. Because there's always have to be such thing on there. I just want to, I don't know, thank you. Thank you.
I just want to thank Mr. and Mrs. Kerrigan again for all the great food and the food. I mean, after that hard pinch running I did, I starved. I just want to say thanks for the food. I'll support it.
Everyone else is standing up. Seriously. How awesome is this, guys? It was a great year. I want to thank everybody, coaches. It was unbelievable. And can't wait for the following 3 years. So we'll try it again.
Just a quick announcement, something that's actually pretty great and is deserving, certainly. WWR DB9 had been calling me about you being a hometown hero for Keith Hoffman for about 2 weeks. And gentleman that's outside now, waiting to talk to him. Interview again. Hopefully this will be the first of many TV appearances for this kid. But Keith, definitely get the recognition you deserve. We do want to talk to you outside now and run on the news, Channel 9 on Thursday night, do a segment for hometown here. You were very, very deserving. It's either that or speed pound from that. So I gotta make a choice.
Just thanks everybody for being around. Yeah, definitely playing with everybody since I'm here now. I was 9 when I was playing with everybody, but I thought I was 10. I think maybe I was 9. That's what I was told tonight. Thank you to everybody for just being who you are. Thank you very much.
You do not have to stay as late as the track team last night, but I do not also want to sign anyone off.
I'll
baseball and Little League baseball. How many people here played or worked and sold hot dogs or did something in Little League baseball? The amount of effort that people put into baseball in the town shows, and take nothing away from our staff. It's just a lot of dedication and hard work. It's great to see in the community. And I'll give you one last thought. And I was thinking about, I just keep it one last thought. I still to this day often, my wife always gets me, my father was like, my family was like, I guess the Kerrigans. Did you catch every game?
Just about. Just one.
I don't think my family missed one. And to this day, I still call always and we debrief me and my father on the phone about games, every game that we watch, or how bad is Jimmy Williams? That's typically my conversations when I work. It's just special what sports can do for a family and community. So just kudos to everyone. This is perfect. Fantastic job. Can't say enough good things.